Before we start, I do want to issue an apology because I do recognize, yes, I have been talking over cutscenes for a couple of days now,
Been running for days now.
and that's not appropriate of me. I get that. I have about a 10-second delay between what I'm doing and what I see on the stream, so that is really inadvertent on my part. However, I'm still going to try to curb that because, like I said, it's not appropriate.
Guys, I think we stoned him to death. What do you think?
See anything you like?
By forcing him to listen to the Gold Saucer Theme.
That's more torture for you than it is for me.
Too true.
Have a merry Moogle day, Koopa.
Okay, we've bought all those, and we've done all the Coliseum stuff. So, okay, funny story. Why am I late today? Well, I got actually all my work stuff done about 9:20. You know, I cooked, I'd taken out the trash, I cleaned. Okay, I'm gonna hit the Coliseum. Oh, it's 10. That's basically what happened.
Wow. So the first bit of this is just going to be filler, I'm guessing?
No, we're done with the Coliseum.
Oh, that's good.
We did it all. All of it. Yeah. For real, though, I have actually done every Coliseum match that currently exists.
Mm-hmm.
And I did one a couple times. I was going to start doing timing tests, but I didn't have time, ironically. Basically to figure out what the best X per time was.
Mm-hmm.
So now...
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, Omega Legion. I AFK in the Gold Saucer way too much, so I barely even hear the song anymore. Like I joke about it, but it's really not that bad for me anymore. Now, if it's the original FF7 version, the one that just blares in your ears, then we've got a problem.
I hope you have fun, Mendekler. And no, we're going to Shinra Tower. I'm going to set up a backup save, and then we're heading out. So I remember where that... Oh, it's right here. No, I was right. So, backup save. Whoop, that's the wrong button. What's your guys' favorite song from the remake so far?
I'm still really partial to the Mako Reactor battle theme.
I have to be honest, I'm pretty partial to that one too, but there's another one that pushes a little bit higher for me. Interesting. And that would be the Shinra theme, the one that plays under Barrett's speech towards the beginning. That specific
I really
rendition.
like that one too. I like that one too.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we have another elemental materia now, so that's neat. Damn it, Barrett, stop being a wrecking ball. Actually, I've kind of gotten used to the wrecking ball, and it has a lot of materia slots. I may actually stick him with that long term.
Yeah, I stuck with that one until endgame. Actually, no. When I was going up Shinra Tower, I went back to Big Bertha.
Just put that in there, get some leveling going on. Oh, actually, come on, Laura. There we go. I think that's all my greens currently leveling. Pretty sure. Yep. So let's also level warding, I guess.
Morning Gatris.
Oh, right. I was going to check that out. Damn it. I'm going to cutscene. Favorite sword so far? Really, game? I can't even pull up the menu. Okay, fine, whatever.
Ready to do this? Once we start up that wall, we won't be coming back here anytime soon.
Yes. Now to do 3 dungeons before I get to Shinra Tower. Then a dungeon before I get to Shinra Tower. Then a dungeon in the lobby.
So, when this is over, you gonna go on being a merc?
That's the plan.
Reckon it suits you.
Yeah, it does.
Used to think you were a little shit with a big attitude and a bigger inferiority complex. Quite possibly the worst person I have ever met. But that was before I figured you out. All this, it ain't you.
Deep down, you're a pretty nice guy. Didn't see it when we were kids, but...
Don't know about any of that. But kindness is no use on the battlefield. If anything, it's a liability.
Hey, no one's asking you to treat Shinra with kid gloves.
Aerith's up there waiting for us.
Then we better get a move on, huh?
Ready?
Two goals. Goal 1, kick some Shinra ass and save the planet. Goal 2, save the girl while kicking more Shinra ass and get out.
Copy.
It's gonna cost you, though. Sorry. So here we are. The collapsed Sector 7 blade. Dungeon 1 of 77.
Gotta be careful.
1,000.
Do I
Tell
think
him
we'll
what's
finish
gonna
the game
collapse
today?
and win.
Absolutely. I'd be surprised if we don't.
Bobby, where did Daddy go?
Question is where exactly we'll get to that point. Or when, excuse me.
When is Shinra coming to rescue us?
See what I mean?
I kind of like how they're basically doing worse than the people who are in the slums.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, not again.
Dude, Barrett's amazing.
Why did this have to happen?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's Pax's favorite character too, funnily enough. Although he and I had a chat and a theory we'll share later.
A friend of ours needs help.
It's too dangerous. For you, maybe.
Just try to be careful.
So remind me, this game was delayed twice, right? I'm not misremembering that.
I remember it was delayed from March to April.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the obvious delay, but I swore there was another delay right before that.
I don't remember that.
Are we healed up? Yeah, we're fine. Different style of bench, yeah, but it still has the save markers on it. Yeah, we gotta have a flashback from Barrett's childhood.
Why now?
We got this.
Anywho, I suppose I'll go ahead and share the
Give him your all.
theory now. What's wrong button?
Get your
Wrong button. Well, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. We think the side quest stuff was made completely segregate from the rest of the game, and possibly after they finished the main game.
Eat this.
Now,
You're good at this.
Told you so.
oh my god,
Yeah.
look at it!
Yeah.
Like, the perspective makes it worse. Like, if you're looking at it like that, it doesn't look terrible. But then if you look up,
Yeah.
and then over, like, we don't... What? Anyways, yeah, possibly even by a separate studio. Now, a couple pieces of evidence. First of all, if you... This is pure theory. But I think if you pulled the side quest sections out in their entirety and removed them from the game, it would probably chop down the duration of the game by at least 10 hours, right?
Yeah.
So that's reason number one, because they wanted the game to be longer, which makes sense. Reason number two, and Mendekler pointed this out, a lot of other people pointed this out too, the side quests have kind of their own thing going on.
Yep.
And that's tonally, as well as in writing style, as well as in like gameplay style. Like, they really do feel like they were done by a separate team, which brings me to point 3. God, that background. Sorry. Point 3 is that
Let's give him hell.
this is something I've already talked about, but they're very... I don't know how to properly put this. it feels like they were made with a quest generator, is the way I want to phrase that. Like, I know that sounds strange, but what I mean by that is, if they released, like, a mod pack or dev kit, I could see...
Like these would be basic modded quests.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you slot in, so there's an intro cutscene with canned animations, canned camera angles, they speak. Now, that's the one thing. They do actually have voice acting, and that probably was part of the delay that I was referencing earlier. But so they speak and they have that. But anyways, other than the dialogue being voiced, I could literally probably make several of those quests myself, because it's just interaction, canned animation, canned cutscene, go do this brief thing, warp back, canned animation, canned cutscene, turn in, done. And you just hit each one in whatever order like that. Now, there is some design to them, and I'm not trying to say they're terrible, but I really am starting to think more and more that they were made either by a separate studio or after the rest of the game. And the specific reason why, and this is the rest of the theory, is to make the game longer.
Yeah, because, I mean, at least for me, a 30-hour JRPG is just fine. A 40-hour JRPG is just fine to a lot more people.
Bring it.
Yep. Yeah, I've
even then, a lot of people were saying, oh, this game's only 37 hours.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's all I was going to say, is that even though I'm totally cool with Chrono Trigger being one of my favorite RPGs of all time, I know full well that there's way, way, way too many people who directly think that length equals quality and basically demand the length. So I don't even blame them for doing that, per se. I do think it detracts from the quality of the work.
Yeah.
Which is why those are negatives.
Come on.
Come on!
Come on, hit
You heard it here first, guys. Size doesn't matter.
I mean...
It's over.
I'm trying to think how I want to say this without someone turning it into a sex joke, but basically, size only matters at extremes, is what I was going to say. Well, no, think about it with the confines of what we're actually talking about for a second.
Yeah.
A ridiculously short RPG would be a problem. Like, if this was a 1-hour RPG, this would be like, what?
Yeah.
If this was a 200-hour RPG...
Yeah, that would be ludicrous.
So size does matter at extremes, but there is a little in-betweeny there of... And by little, I mean there's a huge in-betweeny there of, like, say, probably about 10 to, I'd say, about 80-hour range, where it doesn't matter so much as what you do with it.
Actually, it's half-minute Euro Dakota, so it's even worse than you think.
So that's where we have to...
Yeah, the game is about
Come on,
replayability.
while we up there.
We've made it through worse, you know.
Yeah,
I suppose in the interest of fairness, I'm not
Miracle
sure...
Been killed a dozen times over by now.
I'm not sure how long Half Minute Hero is in all told. We were kind of slow-moding it when we played it, ironically.
I think I beat it in about 20 hours. I'm not sure.
Time for the grappling guns. Try to aim for that part of the rope that's hanging there.
Don't screw up and fall. By the way, how well you do with this grappling gun will tell us a whole lot about you.
Just remember, we can't come back down. Are you ready?
That's true, Crazy Norse. I could see that. Because I myself have gotten more tolerant of shorter games the older I've gotten.
Same.
And of
I'm
course...
not so... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, partially that is because of real-life time constraints, but truthfully, I think it's more, and this is just... I'm going to lay some truth down here. I think I've gotten less tolerant of bullcrap the older I've gotten.
Yeah, same here. Like, padding and, you know, just boring fetch quests. I'm just not into that anymore.
Yeah.
I have more valuable things to do with my time.
Yeah. I have other games I could play, I have other work I could do, I have people I could be hanging out with, you know. I could go see my niece instead of running around in a circle and leveling up for 3 hours. Like,
Yeah.
you know? Anyways, so, grapple.
I think I see a rope hanging off the top end. Too easy. This keeps up, I'm gonna get bored.
Hey, I remember that.
Kill team.
Huh. We can take them.
We need to stay on mission.
Oh, I know. Imagine carrying yourself around like this. With difficulty in maneuvering, you know?
I know. Saving Aerith is our top priority.
I will agree with Atris on that one, and only one point, because Atris and I disagree on everything, obviously. Dragon Quest XI is basically a fat-free game, in terms of its design, which is actually part of why I love it so damn much.
Part of why I'm so eager to play it.
Sorry, I keep tilting your opinion on that, I do apologize.
Oh, no. From what I've read and heard, it seems like a fun game.
Huh. So these are 3 sea soldiers. I mean, that makes sense that they'd have more than 3 classes, so I'm with that.
Give him your all! Limit and beyond!
I wouldn't call Barrett stupid so much as unintelligent. And again, I don't actually mean that as an insult.
Finish him off!
Yeah, I assumed 3C to mean third class as well.
Hunter 2-2!
Nah, could be.
Respond, damn it!
This is Hunter 2-2. Just had to put down a few monsters. Over.
Roger. Frickin' Avalanche making us put in OT. Probably cowering in the dark somewhere. If you find the shitheads, make them suffer. 2-3 out.
Listen up! We ain't running, and we ain't hiding! Y'all don't know the meaning of suffering, but you will!
Call was over.
No, I'm pretty sure he's not stupid, he's just unintelligent. I love him. I noticed early on that it doesn't show the expansion slots. That doesn't really bother me. It wouldn't be too hard to show some of them, but like, I want you to picture showing the expansion slots on Tifa's gloves, for example. I can't even get a good shot of them. But like right now, she has, let's see here, 5 materia slots on her gloves. That's going to get crowded, even though those are already shrunk. There you can kind of see it there.
And
So
even disregarding that, you would need a separate model for each. You know, one for 2, one for 3, one for 4.
No, his daughter's fine. Vindicler. I'm not saying that it's ununderstandable why he's so upset. I mean, they did just drop a section of the city on top of another section of the city. But...
Not this guy again.
Come on, we need to get inside.
You're misunderstanding me, Max Time. My point is, showing 5 there would be ridiculous. Right now they show 3, which is what it starts with. And it's a lot more reasonable.
Yep.
Why don't we use our grappling guns to get up there? Jump over all this shit.
Not much choice.
Listen, Wedge and Barrett never got along, alright?
Yeah, I think Kay actually has the right of it.
Oh, that worked out.
It's them!
I guess everybody and their mother knows we're here now.
Well, let's kill them all then. How am I a traitor? I mean, I guess we do have a soldier, so I guess that technically qualifies?
Have I gone back? No, actually. I've been too focused on the stream and also had some real life concerns.
Sorry.
Finish him off!
Speaking of which, I do appreciate your presence, if I haven't said that.
No,
On camera.
Give him your all!
I would assume that's implied anyways. Not that I'm egotistical or anything.
Checking. Okay. He's got a shotgun.
Keep it up!
Coming for you! Ain't no thing!
Well, I wish you luck, Cord.
Ex-soldier. Get some good rest, Cord.
You're gonna feel this one.
Oh, I know, Righteous Sam. It's just amusing. Like, of all the insults you could use, like terrorist, or radical, or crazy person, or whatever. No, they decided to go traitor. Oh, no, that makes sense. Because they think we decided to work for Wu-Tai.
Huh.
And that's just un-American. I mean, un-British. I mean, un-Ottoman. I mean... No, I can make political jokes without being currently topical. People have been pulling that propaganda trick for centuries.
Finish him off! It's over!
Let's go.
Yeah, Midgar from Midgarians. Right?
Keep it up!
And again, that's not even current age topical. That's just historical at this point.
That's that.
They'll be coming for us now.
Where the hell would being subtle?
Yeah, Skyrim for the Nords. There you go. There's a good fictional example of that.
Yep.
Hell, Morrowind did that too. Get all those Inuas out of our province.
Yeah, Morrowind was arguably more extreme about it.
I just hope that this time it holds.
We were talking about that yesterday, Snicker Friend. I know, you hit it out earlier. But put simply, I think of the various places they could flesh out, Wu-Tai should be pretty much at the top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by the Golden Saucer and Junon.
Yep.
My opinion. It depends at which point we're talking for both of them, Atris.
Yep.
By the end...
Talking
Oops.
Endgame, I'd say Cloud.
Yeah, agreed.
Endgame of Crisis Core definitely Zack.
Honestly, I think the canon... So, okay. I've been building a headcanon about the Junon canon in my head since we started bringing it up a few days ago.
Hmm.
Huh. And I think my current headcanon is a little different than the original one, which is, rather than it being like something they were only intended to fire once, I think it was a way to... How do I phrase this?
Finish him off!
Imagine if they built the Death Star with no intention to use it, just to soak up the material and manpower and justify the war budget.
Give him your ring! No surprises there.
Basically, they build the Junon cannon because they need to make this thing, and they need to show that Wu-Tai is very dangerous. They need, oh my god, we need to get, come on, build the cannon, you know. Because this particular iteration of Shinra is even less interested in money than the original one was.
Yep.
And the Junon cannon is a stupid waste of money.
Yeah.
How'd you like that? Get your ass out of here! Going in!
That's that.
Bring it!
Beat this!
Keep those gloves up.
I would say city-states, just my
I would
opinion.
also say city-states, yeah.
Yeah, the history of this world doesn't really follow a usual logical path because they kind of had the reset of the previous meteor fall.
Mm-hmm.
And by meteor fall, I mean Genova fall, excuse me. To be more clear.
Yep.
The crisis from the skies. Because then we have to do the Dwarven accent, and that's really important. I'm sure you've been practicing, Roxanne, so can't wait to hear your iteration.
I rescind my request.
Hilarious. In fairness, they don't have to go with a different accent. They could do so. For example, I could be voicing Reeve right now, but then I gotta go and I gotta voice Cade Sith now.
Yeah, I think they did in the bridge. They didn't do a Scottish accent. They just did something like this, or I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, they did. You're right.
They just did something really, really goofy with it,
Mm-hmm. And basically, his voice barely changed. In fact, every now and again, Kate Sith would just speak with his normal accent, or his normal voice, rather. Which is fine. It's not like they would know who Reeve is anyways, right?
Better.
Yeah.
No more games. It's over.
Why would you have furniture in a building? That's just nonsense. I mean, I don't have furniture in my building. Okay, really, game? Really, game? You're seeing this, right? Like, I can't even reach him.
Oh yeah, I hate these enemies.
God damn it. Well, let's see how you like being poisoned, buddy.
This'll burn.
Let's go.
Finish him off.
Gonna teach you a lesson.
This is what I have to think of your ability, buddy. Of course, he's still... Like, he moved away. He's still dead, whatever. The important part is that he's dead. Let's look at that glorious JPEG. Jeez Louise. Yeah, just this... It's like they, there's a term for that. When you warp an image to go onto a three-dimensional object, and then you warp it so that it looks right, so that different angles look correct, they're doing that problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. Moving on. This game sucks!
And it's just so sad because I know the Unreal Engine can handle environments like that.
And certainly the PC can. Sorry, I don't know. Actually, I've had a theory for a bit now that it won't actually come out on PC in a year. It'll come out on Xbox.
I mean, yes, it will come out on Xbox, undoubtedly. But, again, I honestly think it will come out on PC at some point.
It'd be nice. Hey, Zenitorio. I still don't know why Disney hasn't green flagged Kingdom Hearts coming out on PC. Any of them.
Well, yeah, but they're sticklers about that.
Fair. I also don't know why we don't have FF1 on the PC. Or FF2 on the PC.
FF1 and FF2, that just boggles my mind.
Texture wrapping? That could be it. I don't know the linguistics, or the lingo, rather. The terminology. There we go. I am an amateur. Oh yeah, Tactics isn't on the PC either, while we're on the subject. Yeah, you say that, Atris, and yet I just listed like 4 examples of things that are like, nah. I'm telling you, it really just goes back to the thing I just keep saying over and over and over. Squirrels for brains.
Yeah. Well, the thing about FF1 and FF2 is they probably wouldn't sell as well as most other FF games.
That's true. Gotta admit, despite the terrible meshing or warping, whatever, this is a pretty impressive view.
Yeah, the actual environment looks good, but the implementation is terrible.
Yeah.
Just thinking about busting into Shinra HQ's got me fired up.
Save some for later.
No need, son. I've got more than enough to keep me going for days.
Hello, game.
Yes, terrible is a strong word. I know.
Would be interesting. Alright, we need to simulate how a building would actually collapse, so... We're gonna lift this building 300 meters into the air.
Look down. You can do this. Don't look down. Just keep going. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Well, for the PSP, you gotta go through a whole thing, J Meister. PSP version of FF2. Either way, just look up, like Code Shark, I think? Shoot, I don't actually know what it's called. Well, I didn't use Game Shark codes. It might be Codebreaker is what I used. Look up the codes.
Why now?
We got this. Give him your
But
all.
yeah, cheating on PSP requires
Not throwing it.
editing files and putting those in a specific directory. It's weird.
Yeah, it is pretty weird to do. Once you have it set up, it's fine.
PS2 is actually the same way.
Come on. Pour it on. Keep it up. Stop. Bye.
Keep those
Well,
gloves.
I sure hope they get a negative, because they already have Platinum Pineapple. For the usual reason. They actually detracted from my enjoyment. Like, this isn't nearly as bad as the earlier stuff. This is not good, but the earlier stuff was actually just, what the hell?
Yeah. When I say the implementation looks terrible, I'm not necessarily talking about this. Like, this has some texture warping and stuff like that, but the other ones just looked awful.
Yeah. There it is. I have to stand right here. There we go. For playing, honestly, I'm really curious what they do with Vincent.
I'm curious to see what they do with Vincent and Kate Sith, most of all.
I will admit, though, the one I am probably going to enjoy the most, and this is pure speculative, of course, is Sid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's... Okay. Yeah, the slums looking down was just... wow. The slums looking down made it into the highlight reel. Put it that way.
Admittedly, Kay, it didn't bother me the first time around, but now that I'm watching it on stream, I'm noticing it a lot more.
Well, in fairness, Max Time, I hate Sid, so it kind of evens itself out. I shouldn't say hate, that's strong. That's too strong. I don't actually care for Sid that much as a character in this one.
Don't get killed!
He grows on me, but he started out...
Not good enough!
Give him your all.
Ain't no thing!
Was never in doubt.
Yeah, of all the things that I would just straight up change in FF7 storyline if I was handed the reins, that would actually probably be towards the top of the list. Holy crap. Proper remake? As always, it's too early to judge. However, if you ask me to decide that right now, as of this exact moment in time, yes.
Son of a bitch is back. I thought we lost. Damn it. Looks like there's only one way to go.
We were headed that way anyway.
And it knocks you back, too. That's actually funny.
Yeah. This is actually my least favorite part of this section.
I was gonna say, so you remember they have to go by the statues section in the original Shinra Tower? They were like, how do we spice that up and make it more action-packed? I've got it!
I know. Bullets!
Wow, game. Come on. There we go. Jesus.
The timing is way too tight on this.
And of course, it fully locks you down as soon as you start getting hit. It starts doing the pushback thing. No, Atris. It wouldn't let me sprint. I was actually trying to. That's one of the reasons I got hit so many times early on. Then I tried dodge rolling. That didn't work. Ugh, geez, there we go.
J. Maria Graywall says there's a soft lock potential in the ventilation shaft, so I gotta warn you before going into the bathroom. So,
Whatever.
I'll remind you, but...
This fight's not over yet.
Bring it.
Really? Okay. I was actually thinking something similar. It's like we have access to said magic, right? I mean, I don't have it on right now because I'm leveling, but there, that's a thing.
And yeah, the fact that they do the repel field when they get staggered just irritates the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Don't think you'll walk away from this.
It's okay, I have a couple of spells. Actually, I have one offensive spell equipped right now. I know this because I've already had this problem in the Limerick, in the Coliseum.
You're gonna feel this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them hell, okay?
Come over here. Oh, it didn't work. That was worth a shot. Oh, I have arrow equipped. Holy crap, I didn't realize I had arrow equipped.
There's a whirlwind coming your way.
I don't think Xenomorphs really need Genova cells, or vice versa, but that is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
It's already broken. Okay. No, Captain Zeus, you're hearing things.
He totally hasn't been doing that like 10 times so far.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
Yeah, basically at that point you're just saying, imagine the Xenomorphs had magic. Which is pretty horrifying, I'll give you that.
This'll help.
Yep.
Wait, what? Oh, there you go.
Watch yourself.
Let's do this.
Guess it's my turn.
Raise my ATB bar here. There we go.
Get the hell out of here. You're up.
All set.
Honestly, you could add the Borg to a lot of things to make it more horrifying.
Gotcha. Huh?
Although there's some headcanoniness that's necessary there.
Going out like this.
Come on, hit.
Oh, I can, kid.
See ya.
Problem is, he still does not have a single ATB bar.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know, I'm being stubborn, but I really want to see a cutscene where he shoots with the wrecking ball arm. It's very important to me.
There should be Crazy Norse.
Although, in fairness, I might legitimately leave him on the wrecking ball arm, because, good God, the materia slots. Listen, Atris, you have to have the exact same opinion as me. Otherwise, my world will fall apart.
That's funny, Atris, because you and I actually see fairly eye to eye on this game.
As opposed to Rax and I, where we disagree on every single passage.
Yes, definitely. Oh, you're one of those kinds of people, huh, Kay?
Cloud.
Hey, it's the scene from the trailer.
I guess we'll build another bar.
Yeah. We will. You'll help too, won't you?
For a price.
Nah, now if he had like a gun blade, he'd look like lightning. Okay, real talk for a second. Lightning's cloud outfit is actually one of my favorite of hers. I think it's just a decent outfit in general, so...
Yeah.
So we've had our dungeon. God, I was kind of kidding, too. Now it's time to have... Oh my god, really, game.
Oh, run, damn it, run! Move your ass!
Now it's time to have our boss fight.
Look out! Was getting tired of playing tag anyway. Come on.
They're calling it the Valkyrie here.
We can do.
I forget, what was this boss called in the original?
Airbuster? No.
No, it's not Airbuster.
I don't remember.
Better.
I also don't have lightning materia equipped, so that should be fun.
Come on!
You also don't have a ranged option. Oh, but yeah, you've got Advent Children physics, never mind.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I can just go into the air and hover here for a second.
Get all you got.
You sure this is a new enemy?
No, yeah, I remember this being in,
Yeah, Hella Gunner, that sounds right.
or
Hella
Heligunner,
Gunner.
yeah.
I don't think it likes being arrowed. Let's see. Oh, well, I'm just hanging out here. Let's just look at our things. Just kind of chilling here. Yeah.
Come on!
Well, ironically, as the thing just showed in the scan menu, ranged attacks barely do anything to its stagger beater, so shrug.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, Tifa. Jump into the air. There you go.
Although I'm sure Barrett
Don't think you'll walk away from this.
shooting it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, fair. Hang out here for a minute. Doing our thing.
Bring it! Gotcha!
Come on.
I agree, it is the game's fault. And honestly, at this point in the game, I just got to the point where, you know, if I came up with the wrong setup, you know, didn't have the right materia or the right weapons, I would just retry the battle and re-equip myself.
Grab on!
Fortunately, it looks like that was a supposed to lose fight. Either that or just phase one.
That was close.
Terrible, Dakota.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, it latches you onto them, but it doesn't latch you into melee range of them. Which, you could probably see why that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah. I honestly wish in combat that they would just have a jump button that you could use.
Yeah.
Keep it up!
Or at least just snap me to the point where I can hit the enemy.
Or that, yeah.
Let's do this first.
Don't think you'll walk away from this.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
That's a new attack.
Not throwing in the towel.
Let's see what Leviathan does with this guy.
Do your
The
thing.
Warcraft code.
Yeah, I honestly think the teleportation was one of the better things that the 15 did in terms of combat.
It's totally dead. Wink.
What the hell?
Bring it!
Does that answer you, Kay?
It's nothing.
In case you missed that, she went out of her way to stop doing everything, landed, and then when she landed, did dive kick on the ground in front of her.
Give it up! Come on! We're gonna feel this one! Finish him off!
So, I'm not gonna wait this time.
We win again. Not that there was ever any doubt.
Now would be a good time to move, guys. No, don't get closer to the giant bomb.
Shit!
And they're all dead. He just lost a shoulder.
Tiba!
Barret!
Yeah, that shouldn't be how any of that works. I'm angry with Seraphim.
Eh. I just realized we didn't even see
I'm
tunnel
over it
waves.
at this point, but whatever. We didn't see what, sorry.
I summoned Leviathan, he didn't even do his finisher.
Thing is too much excitement.
Yeah.
Death to physics and to the living! Sorry.
And there's still more to come.
Guess so.
That's right, we got 7 more
Body's
dungeons.
warmed up.
Loading.
That's good!
Rolled out the welcome wagon.
Gotta say, I can't help but wonder if this is a lost cause.
Well, you know, some lost causes are worth fighting for.
Let's just think this through.
So, I got an idea. Frontal assault, guns blazing. Make for a good story.
Why'd we bring you along again? Rear entrance. We'll get inside via the parking garage.
So, I do want to say one thing. The Shinra Tower has always been monumentally huge, but the game does a really good job of getting across the scope and scale of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, in fiction, there's always, the big evil castle things. Star Wars has that with the Emperor's Palace, and, Cat Horse has that with the Lego ISD. But I think I've always been just kind of on Shinra Tower in terms of visuals. Except for here. This is probably the first time I've really felt it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Lego ISD, so it doesn't appear. Thank you very much, Cat Horse.
How funded is that so far?
I don't know. Website. That's my answer.
So are you going to be building that on stream, by the way?
Of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be a funding thing.
Neat.
I can't justify buying that just for myself.
Yeah, true.
Meanwhile, the Wuhan people are out in force.
I was gonna say, yeah. But hey, at least it's not a jet going overhead, because that was annoying.
It's okay, we're just getting carpet bombed. Stream cut off. Do I have a camera setup worked out? I know what I'm going to do, if that's what you're asking. Oh my god.
Security's looking pretty tight.
Jesus, they're loud.
So they know what they're up against.
Somehow, I don't think it's all for us. Could be for Avalanche. Or maybe even Wu-Tai.
Can't be for Wu-Tai. What about the ceasefire?
That only put the war on pause.
Hey Ice Frost, I hope you liked it despite everything. I started liking the Crash games right around 3, so, you know, make o' that what you will. Hopefully the VOD was worth something.
I like the Crash games, but I'm a proven masochist, so...
Tower over.
We're here to rescue Aerith, remember? We don't need more attention than what we're gonna get. We need to be smart.
Yeah, I hear you. But my soul's screaming for payback, you know? I'm a ticking time bomb. And sooner or later, I'm gonna have to blow up.
Well, then make it later.
I tried J. Maria Greenwell, but I just can't get into it.
Actually, I have Permeus. As an aside,
I have not.
so they can give like experience and money and stuff, and you do like a save and then a load, and then they basically reset.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it in the underground area where there's like dozens of them that Barrett can shoot. Shrug. Yep. Sorry, they were right outside my door. Before I unmuted myself, they have since moved on, and they're still that loud. Anywho, let's go get a rest in. So yeah, we're doing the staircases, of course we freaking are.
I would actually say to make a save, because both are worthwhile.
That's fair. Yep, okay. Just double check. I mean, both are good in the original, too.
Yeah, and both will take like 5 minutes or so.
I'm wondering if you can do both in this one, because you can in the original.
Good question. As in, like, go back down?
Yeah. You go up the stairs to a certain point, then you go back down the stairs, then you go in the lobby.
Mm.
It's actually also the only way to 100% FF7.
Oh yeah, because there's...
That one there. That's a Shinra truck, isn't it?
Come on.
That's true, they did it in the abridged. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but the abridged you can edit around.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kay's correct. The story beats.
Either way, we'll save beforehand. Nothing to see up here but us rats. Squeak, squeak. We're on top, right? Yep, no. Maybe we should be flattened down so we're less visible. I don't know, some. See you around, Ice Frost. They check under the truck.
Yeah, like...
Like, they are amazingly visible there.
Anything?
Nah.
All clear.
Roger. Okay, head on in.
I mean, I know those helmets probably really destroy their ability to see. Really?
Where'd you come from?
You and your bosses are all gonna answer for what you've done.
It's payback time!
Granted, I've literally trained myself to look up, so that's not a good perspective.
Finish him off!
Hey, what's going on?
Well, we just killed those people, so, you know, it's all good.
Ha, bring it on.
The idea was to not get noticed.
Stealth ain't my style.
Trying to be stealthy in the first place.
Don't remember. Maybe not.
Just for the hell of it.
It's feeling like a proper party now.
Let's keep moving. Should be a service entrance in the back.
Listen, it was use it or lose it, and that guy, he made a pass at Tifa, so...
What's the situation?
Can't get in contact.
Bombs away!
Let's go! Bring it! Keep it up! There! Enough! Give him your all!
How'd you like that?
Intruders! Get him!
Listen, Son Arthur, I think we can all agree that everything is horrible forever. The end.
Logical inconsistencies must take precedence over everything else.
Agreed. That's a good question, haven't I? Blade Burst, let's see what that does. Yeah, that's a no, I have not. I already scanned the 3 Cs.
No surprises there.
I don't think I would do a new Dragon Age lore run, no. However, we are actually, if you're paying attention to the website, doing a review of Dragon Age Origins, so... I don't mind silly Sonic Dodger, but I still have my complaints, it's just that scene was not one of them.
Let's do this!
Who's that?
If you think this chat is a hating simulator, you should stay off the internet right now. And avoid every single Reddit thread about FF7R.
Yeah.
You guys are
Don't think you'll want
way better than what's out there.
So I take it you've seen some of the Discord.
Nope. But I know people who have, and they've told me about it. And they've also told me that even once I finish the game, not to look into it.
finish him off!
Would kill for a shower.
I sure hope you're the only one with that Dream Whisperer.
Yeah, my stream's not choppy.
Refresh! Refresh! Quick! Ah, he's gone. Well, the game certainly sold well, but that's not really indicative of anything, sadly, as we've addressed many times.
As far as I know, it's got an 80 Metacritic score from both critics and users. So.
Bring it!
Done. Shaking in your boots.
Keep it up!
Yeah, that's probably what bugs me over everything else Kira White Noise. It's sad how these days everything has to be the most awesome or the most awful. I mean, things can't just be flawed but good.
Keep it
There
together.
we go. Well, that's done.
All set!
Now I just have to level every magic. And just double checking. Yep, I did in fact scan them. It worked! Woo! I mean, not to semi-meme, but 7 out of 10? How dare you rank this game so terribly?
Yeah, it's... I hate that mentality so much.
Sure hope no one else knows we're here.
Come on.
And yeah, Titans puts it pretty accurately.
I mean, I myself was joking during the Pokemon run, Pokemon Sword and Shield, where this game literally walked into my room, pulled out my child, and shot them in front of me. Literally. Sorry.
I'm just making fun, Final Cloud.
Oh, hey, Chakra's done leveling. Woo. What else can we level? Let's see. Yeah, no, you want to talk about a scene that I would be negative upon. How about the thing where they barely survive falling off of the debris earlier? That was worse for me than the goofy falling off the truck thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's go do that, I think. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Oh my god, even with double AP, we're still only at 1500 on revive. Jeez. A few other things here. Fair enough, Asdus. I forgot the other half of the meme. See you around, Mid-Deckler. Have a good day. Where the heck am I? Okay. Yeah, the truck sequence is basically a non sequitur, which I'm okay with.
It was inconsequential enough to not really matter to me.
Besides, we needed to have another dungeon before we get to the next dungeon. And at this point, that's not a joke anymore. That's literally what they did that for.
Yeah.
We literally had to have another dungeon before we get to Shinra Tower. At least it was a little one, so.
Nobody's home.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where they might be holding Aerith?
I'm thinking a research facility. That'd make the most sense.
And where is that?
Upper floors. Maybe near the top. That's where you are.
Maybe.
Maybe we can use the console at the reception desk to find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is one hell of a lobby and a complete waste of space.
A shining monument to corporate greed. One of these days, I'm gonna tear it down and burn the rubble.
No,
But
we did
not
not miss
today.
the stairs.
Yeah.
Been around for a second here. Good God. Aw, I thought those were computers for a second. But no, they're just little payphones. Non-American payphones. I have no sense for architecture. Excuse me?
I mean, yeah, this is a waste of space, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, this is incredible. What are you talking about? Like, think about how hard it would be. And they even show this if you're paying attention. You see all the lamps that are hanging from the ceiling there? Those have to be dangled down, like, God, at least 150 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. And, of course, those are power cables because those are lit at the end.
I don't know about you, but I don't think we should try touching it.
Shit, making life hard.
Let's just keep heading up.
But yeah, this is amazingly wasteful, which is kind of the point, I'm sure.
Yep.
Like, holy crap. And you can always recognize when something's actually expensive when it comes to architecture, because it's not the fancy stuff, it's the stuff that you have to be ridiculous to pull off, like this.
Yeah.
So, how do we get upstairs?
Either the elevator or the emergency stairwell.
Isn't the lab we're looking for on one of the top floors? I vote we take the elevator.
Reference, and moving on. Okay, for just a second, I thought, like, look at the cafeteria sign. All I saw was that.
Yeah.
And so for a second, I was like, did they just sell materia up front? It's energy drink materia, you know, caffeine materia, to help you get through the day. Cafe materia. Where are we at? Okay, so we're going to save really quick, just in case this is it. I don't think it is.
Not quite.
Caf materia. Cafe materia. No. Caffeine materia. No, that still doesn't work. Oh, I need a key card. No! Gotta find the key card.
Key card? I don't need no effing key card.
Let's see. Damn it! I have a sword. Come on. I have a guy who...
It's just glass.
It's literally just glass. You can't argue against this one, guys. This is just a glass thing. Okay, I'll loiter around the NPCs. Okay, we're done.
What NPCs? This is a Kingdom Hearts world.
Oh god, that explains so much. I get no, whatever. Apparently all I can do is go forward.
I don't think any glass is soldier-proof.
No getting upstairs without a key card, huh?
Think we're gonna need a few before this is over.
Pretty sure I saw one lying around.
Ah, the reception desk.
Yeah, but how to get in?
Go up and over, maybe? Look. Pretty sure we could reach it if we hop across those lights.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
In fairness, they're so light that I don't think her additional weight would really break
The
those.
lightest one here. I figure I've got the best chance. You two can sit back and watch.
Like, those would have to dangle a ways, and they'd have to carry the weight of the light itself, and they'd have to accommodate for movements, and blah, 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 blah. So,
Okay, guys.
I'm with it.
Wish me luck.
You be careful.
Aren't I always?
And then she dies. The end. Well,
He did not, IO. He will as soon as he gets a key card.
Yep. Yeah, she weighs nothing. No offense at all. It's just... Even just...
She probably weighs about as much as I do, like 120, 130 pounds at most.
Tifa!
Oh shit! Tifa!
As I say, the only reason she weighs anything is because that is solid muscle.
I thought I was dead for sure.
Any day now. There we go. No, game? Game? There we go. Jeez! That took a while to give me control there.
That's actually a good question. Why is the lobby empty?
Yeah, funnily enough, it wasn't in the original. They were just people. Hanging out. Doing their thing. Freaking out when you jump in and start busting up the place.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in the interest of fairness, what happens is you go in, there's plenty of people there, you have, like, the initial fight, and then everyone runs out, and then it's empty.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, honestly, if you asked me to guess, I'd say they know we're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, duh. Anyways, thank you everyone for telling me. Pax already told me that her weapon's here. Appreciate it, though.
Yeah, I didn't actually go for that my first time through.
Well, Pax knows exactly how to give vague hints. He's like, all right, you're going to have this section before you choose the stairs or the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Tifa's weapon's there. And I'm like, all right. That's all I need to know. Come on. There we go.
Yes, it does, Plutonia. I've actually got the figure over there too, so I can look at it and tell you.
It's still just as stupid.
It is still just as stupid.
So let's see what we just got. Let's see here. Purple paint. Oh my god. Tremendous blow. Strike a star. So what have we got? What's your specialty? Let me switch menus entirely.
Tesla, I got the first class edition of the game, so I got the Cloud figure plus the Hardy Daytona.
Oh yeah, by the way, I can now 100% say that what determines these extra soul slot etc's is solely based on how much SP the weapon has gained.
Ah.
It is in fact impossible to get a weapon all the way up to level 6, which is the highest it can be, without doing hard mode and getting all of the SP items. And I do mean all of them. So we've got HP, speed, crit hit, unbattled strength. This is alright. See how many materia slots this thing has, because let's be honest, that's the real quality of a weapon, is how many materia slots it has.
The actual Cloud figure is the same, yes, but the bike you only get in the collector's edition of the game.
Hello, little pixie nerd. I don't think it's a good thing, max time, and personally I disagree with the design philosophy of locking behind stuff behind hard modes. But we've talked about that a lot over the years.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Like, if you want to 100% on normal mode, I think you should be able to.
Yeah. Like, I get rewarding difficulty, but at the same time, I also don't.
Like, to me, if I were designing this, I would say, okay, lock that behind post-game, and just, no matter what the difficulty is, you can go get it after you beat the game.
Yeah, it's not like they don't have a chapter select New Game Plus, so...
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, spoilers, sorry. Now, it will get into actual negative territory for me if they lock behind, say, plot critical stuff behind story mode or difficulty. Looking at you, World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
But yeah, to put it as bluntly as possible, if I want to do hard mode, that's my reward. In my opinion, in my perspective. If I was designing a game, hard mode would be its own reward. That would be it. There's no extra anything. Maybe an achievement, just so you could track it. That's it.
That's what I like about Devil May Cry, for example.
One moment. In fact, I hate to keep referencing this game, but Celeste does that. There is absolutely no reason to play with it on super hard mode. You can get everything in that game with full built-in cheats.
Okay, that's true, Takoida, but that's not, like, essential.
Sorry, lower mom. All right, Tesla, here's his reward. He did it. I know I'm from a different gaming generation, but you know what my reward was for 100%ing FF6?
Satisfaction.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what my reward is for doing Buster-only challenges in Mega Man?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
nowadays, I think it's different, because Mega Man 11 or something did...
that's fair.
Something.
That is fair, but... I'm not saying achievements are bad, I'm not saying rewards are bad, I'm just saying I don't agree with them. Put that there.
Now, see, if hard mode got you to the same place faster, that's a lot more understandable to me.
See Kingdom Hearts for an example of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we will. Well, no, I need to learn Cheat Trap. Remind me to start mashing Cheat Trap so I can get that over with. Please. Because I haven't been using it because it's a terrible ability.
Then why do you care about unlocking it?
Because we just talked about this. What's the reward for 100%ing?
Yeah.
Topical! Okay, now, to actually play the game. I guess up? Hang on, so I could go up there. Yep, okay, up it is. Listen, I'm not saying that... God damn it, guys. So, because apparently I need to restate my opinion because I apparently suck at English. Let me make this very clear. I don't care about you actually giving some reward behind hard mode, as long as you don't clock out plot critical stuff behind hard mode. That's the thing that bugs me. If you don't have rewards for hard mode, that's fine. I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was designing a game, there would be no reward for hard mode, other than maybe an achievement.
Yeah.
And that's a big maybe, because I wouldn't be in charge of achievements. I'd be like, hey, Rax, you're in charge of achievements. Then I'd walk away. Rax is like, alright, first achievement. You have to do this side quest while wearing the bunny ears and as a frog.
Well, at least I can hop really high, I suppose.
No. Like in FF7R, the achievement is beat Bahamut with your entire party being frogs.
Oh, God.
World of Warcraft, Tesla. I just gave the example. There is plot critical stuff in WoW that you never see unless you do the hardest difficulty of raids.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't so bad.
And yeah, Omega Legion brings up a good point about
Pretty
FF14.
close now.
A lot of
Just
people
need
say,
to make it over there.
why do you want a relic weapon if you don't raid Savage?
Because it looks cool.
Exactly.
That's exactly why I got my relic stuff, although I haven't finished one of them. I still need to light farm one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
But yeah, my main weapon is actually the Heavensward Spear. The Heavensward Relic Spear.
Oh god, you're right. And the NES and SNES era, sometimes they'd be like, see the true ending by beating the game on super hard. Hard modes I enjoy. Well, why don't I go with a modern example and say Jedi Fallen Order. That is a great hard mode.
Almost there. Just need to get across those platforms.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is another good one. And Dragon Age Origins. Although I will admit, Dragon Age Origins basically required me to use a specific strategy, and by coincidence, that was a strategy I liked using.
I don't think I've ever actually done an Insanity playthrough for Mass Effect.
It's mean.
I'll bet.
Yeah, I admittedly, and there's reasoning for this, but I wasn't thinking of Kingdom Hearts 3 Proud Mode as actually hard, because if I did that, then everyone in chat would make fun of me. Except Rax, but he's not in chat, so he's okay.
Well, also, I'm not a dick.
That's true.
That's some fine work.
I might be able to disable security from here.
Good job. Yeah, no, they totally know we're here. Also, really quick, before we move on to the upcoming cutscene, you want to talk about endings locked behind difficulty that are not satisfying? Drakengard.
Oh my god. Do yourselves a favor. Look up either Drakengard 1 or Drakengard 3's final
you
ending.
Use that to look up what floor the research facility's on.
I think so. Give me a sec. Bingo. Professor Hojo's lab. 65th floor.
Look at that, Crazy Norse. It's best
Guess
experience.
we can only
Yeah.
get to the 59th floor via the elevators or stairs.
Words aren't going to do it.
To access any level above that, we need to check in at the Skyview Hall reception.
59th floor it is, then.
Right.
Okay, so let's get a save in. Backup save at this point.
Ooh, I hope it's alright, Omega Legion.
Oh, jeez. Hopefully it's okay.
The reward for beating Drakengard is feeling sad. Yeah, that's how Yokotaro works.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so which one should we do first? Because we're doing both.
Stairs.
I was actually thinking we should do the stairs second, because that's... If I was playing normally, I would pick the stairs.
Alright, fair enough.
So... And that's my reasoning, because I would totally be like, yep, let's do it. Oh, actually, I should check out over here really quick before I do that. Well, no, I'll do it on the real save, because we're not saving this. This timeline is about to be erased. Speaking of Drakengard, sorry.
But yeah, I haven't actually beaten Drakengard 3's
Doors closing.
final ending.
So you see there's this thing called a flower, right? And it's really, really dumb.
So what can we
Well, no, I
expect
played
further
it.
up?
I just haven't beaten it.
More security and restrictions. It's not gonna get any easier.
10th floor. Doors opening.
Intruders!
I got this.
Now to spam cheat trap.
Worked up a good sweat.
And to make it so that Tifa is my main again. Let's see. You know, I decided I hate stairs, you know? They're...
So many stairs.
My legs are fine with stairs. My knees not as much.
Think anyone knows we're here?
Nah, we took him down quick.
Going up. Doors closing.
Yeah, no one knows we're here. We're cool, guys. We're cool.
Wonder if it'll stop again.
People ought to try using the damn stairs sometime.
If it happens again, we'll deal with it like before. We got this.
That didn't take long, did it?
20th floor. Doors opening.
Why are there always soldiers, like, right there? Guns ready.
Concentrate.
Oh, that would be awesome, Nero says. They're like, what are they doing now? Well, they just got up to the 15th floor. What about now? Well, now they're up to the 18th floor. Are they doing anything? They're complaining a lot. I already made this joke, but this is Mateus mode right here.
You give him your all.
How'd you like that? Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
Going up. Doors closing.
Straight on up to the top now. Come on.
We just keep getting waylaid, don't we?
If you want to take the stairs...
I don't know, that sounds like a crap MMO to me.
Now that
Sounds
you
like EverQuest.
No.
30th floor. Doors opening.
Heads up. Could be trouble.
Going up. Doors closing.
That was great.
Probably call for help. Gonna be next.
Doors opening.
Space and aeronautics.
Yeah. Yeah, we're safe here. What about you, Mom? You okay? Good.
Okay, real quick. I actually have worked at a few places where you have a lot of traffic in elevators before. And this is so true. They are completely blinders out, or blinders on, zoned out. They're not paying attention to anything else.
Yep.
That's a relief. What? Oh, they gotta be kidding.
Going up. Doors closing.
No, we haven't heard anything new yet. But they told us that Avalanche could attack again at any time. Just get somewhere safer.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
A lot of normal people with families and friends work.
Yeah, no, in my opinion, this is definitely as good as the stairs.
Yeah, this is good. Because the original, this was actually kind of boring. It was just a series of fights and like 2 little bits of line. So.
Mm-hmm.
People just trying to support their loved ones as best they can. I know it's not exactly a revelation, but it's easy to forget.
A good man who serves a great evil is not without sin. He must recognize and accept his complicity. He must open his eyes to the truth that his corporate masters are profiting from the planet's pain.
Speechify, speechify.
Only then can he redeem himself. I know you know this.
I do.
Tifa, we need to focus on saving Aerith.
I know. I will.
59th floor. Doors opening.
$70.
And there you go. That's it.
90.
You can
100%.
Oh, okay. This scene is the same?
Yeah. This is where the where they converge.
Okay. No, that is exactly what they look like, Atris, so, you know, woo. Yeah, that one. What? Here's some random jazz music for some reason. It's probably Hojo. He'd be into jazz, someone like him. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone into jazz is Hojo. Okay, funnily enough, just as I said that, my chat broke. And it's back. There we go. It has been weird this whole friggin' time. Okay, so now that this is the real timeline. Let's do this. Nope, it's broken again. Hojo's like, hey! Jazz is my... No, I'm not going to make the joke.
Please don't.
Oh, that looks familiar. Oop, there it is. You know, I'd make fun of how tiny some of these cars are, but I've seen real life.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is closer to the 5th or so time, Necro. Look up the Witcher 3 stream sometime.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, Atris.
And he whispers, I hate you. That's all he says. I hate you. Are you ready for some stairs-pumping action? The music stops.
I know, Atris. It's really hilarious.
We're a lot less likely to get caught this way.
But a lot more likely to die of boredom.
I think 2 games have ever gone into triple extra story, which this will not be one of them. I almost guarantee that.
It's only 59 floors.
Nothing to it.
Well, at least it ain't a race. Small blessing.
In my opinion, Corneo, Night Forager. But, as always, and as I've talked about a few thousand times on stream, why did they change the FOV for this area? Look at that. That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Like up there.
I'm gonna shut up for this second.
It's not gonna get any easier.
We're gonna be exhausted by the time we finally get to the top.
As long as you pace yourself, you'll be fine.
Maybe we should take a quick break.
Come on, Barrett.
You can stop if you want. Can even say it's for me.
Just say you can't hack it.
I'll hack you, jackass!
Ugh, that's enough from both of you. Stupid arguments aren't gonna get us there faster.
But Tifa, I wasn't...
Not now. Save it for the top.
I mean, you ever walked up 10 flights of stairs before?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he is already slowing down.
Wait up.
Yep. That's not me. That's the game. Anyways, everyone disagrees on what evil is or what degrees of evil are, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, for me, Corneo.
Shit. Are all the way at the very top?
Yep. The very top.
That's
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
good to know.
Cloud, keep an eye on Barrett.
Copy.
What was that? I don't think I heard you. Speak up.
I'll keep an eye on Barrett.
Thanks for the assist.
Yeah, Tifa's like 4 floors ahead of us at this point.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Hojo I would agree is the most evil overall, but Shinra as a group? Nah, I'd give that to Corneo.
I said, wait up.
Yeah, notice the music starting to distort. For once, that's actually the game, not Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time describing Genova as evil at all.
Yeah, like I said, Genova's more of a force.
Hey, just a few floors behind you.
Oh, you're sounding better.
Think I've got like a stair climber's high.
Glad to hear it.
Notice, by the way, Barrett's just... Tifa, there's not even exhaustion in her voice. She's not even winded.
Mm-hmm.
I said, wait up.
You tired?
I was. But I'm feeling okay now.
What are we waiting for? Let's roll!
You really are doing better.
We gotta keep moving. To keep moving. Woo. Woo.
Hard to argue with that. Let's go.
This is great right here. This is great. Bear's gonna get to the top and take an hour nap. That's what he's gonna do. And then he'll get up and he won't be able to stand up, because that's the worst part, right? Afterwards, when your muscles have, like, oh, I forget what it... They crystallize. Like, the acids get crystallized in there, and they can't move anymore.
Are these stairs ever gonna end?
Wouldn't be like one of them endless staircases, would it?
I don't know. Ask the stairs.
I don't think the stairs are talking.
Well, duh. I mean... duh.
I was joking.
That's enough from both of you.
We're not even at the top yet. Oh my god. I've got a new idea. Instead of a bar, it's gonna be a gym. If you want to have a drink, you gotta get on the treadmill.
Worst route ever. a suicidal last stand. At least that'd have an end.
Let's shut up.
Yes, let's.
Why?
Because wishing for trouble might bring it.
Yep. And you're in no state to fight anyway.
So, what should I do?
Shut up and move.
I think my favorite part about this is, at this point, and I've been counting, Barrett takes 3 breaths per line before he even starts talking.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. Maybe.
God, this is making my legs hurt.
I actually did do leg exercises this morning. By coincidence, they were part of the aerobic cycle I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at this going, like, whatever that muscle is right, I guess, above your knee, like if you're standing straight, that muscle right there is just looking at this and going,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what any muscles are called.
Stairs you just climbed?
Hey, she's finally out of breath. On floor 56.
Another day, another struggle.
Yeah, I can believe that, Cord.
So much trouble.
Yeah, Cloud's got sweat on him now.
Cloud, slow down. Cloud, slow down.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
The end.
Now I gotta go fight people. I can't move, by the way. Like, I physically cannot move.
The real challenge starts now. Okay, let's go.
Okay, we did it, guys. God.
70, 80, 90, 100%, 110. Mako supersaturation confirmed.
Engaging
Is she really? Quick interruption. And I'm sure they did this on purpose. Is it just me, or does she look like she's made of plastic? I don't mean literally a Barbie doll. I mean, like, she looks like she's had some knives and some surgery, you know? Like, especially, and I hate to point this out, her chest, which looks really fake.
Yep.
Madame Director, you have a meeting shortly.
Stop. Your timing is impeccably atrocious.
Mako density and materia integrity are both holding steady.
Registering mass increase in core materia.
That's interesting.
Now, show me something truly exquisite.
Contaminants registered.
We're leaving.
Materia growth accelerating, outpacing models. Registering crystallization within the reserve tanks.
The reaction is out of control! We have to stop it quickly!
Clean up the mess, would you?
Ma'am.
So this is the Skyview Hall, huh? Bet this place cost a fortune and then some.
Let's look for reception.
Yeah, no, it sounds like they're trying to make huge materia there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Hey, there's people up here.
Please, just let my wife and daughter be safe.
Hey, check it out.
Come take a look, Cloud.
I just need a minute or two of shut-eye.
Damn fools. Ones who come here at night to take in the view. So pretty and marvelous and beautiful. But every little light burning bright runs off her blood. And bit by bit they bleed her, never stopping to think how it'll end for them.
Yeah.
Terrible but beautiful all the same.
Yeah, the benefits package isn't great, Sonic Doctor. Crunch culture at Shinra? I don't think they even have a terminology for that. I think that's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I think
for
it's
them.
100% crunch all the time.
What is Avalanche thinking? What are they even after?
How could they kill so many innocent people?
I mean, good characterization would be a positive, J. Meister.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we make
Tuesday culture, 100%.
This is when we make the joke that crunch culture being a Tuesday in real life is a thing, and then we stop being funny for a second.
Yep.
I don't know if I can work right now.
Come on.
You must be here for our grand tour. Visitors have access to floors 60, 61, 62, as well as floor 63. You will proceed in that order. By the exit of each floor, you will find a device that will allow you to update the keycard in your possession, thereby allowing you to access the next floor. And now begins your grand tour. Please enjoy the Shinra experience.
Why's this whole thing gotta be such a big pain in the ass?
I don't know about you, but this is kind of weird.
You think everything's going too well?
Yeah, I do. Think this is a trap?
No.
If it is, then bring it on. Let's get this party started.
This is definitely not a trap, guys. Wink.
To explain crunch in brief, Snicker Friend, basically it's working hard all the time, working at 100% efficiency all the time.
Why we gotta get...
And also overtime, that's a big thing, too.
And also overtime, yes.
Yeah, imagine if your average work time was, just for the sake of it, let's say 50 hours a week.
I've seen 80 hours a week more than that.
I was gonna say 50 is low, but still bad, which is my point.
All these damn key cards just to get anywhere.
This is Shinra HQ. The hell did you expect?
Says the former company man himself. Guess you'd know about all the rules, regulations, and red tape. It's like
And yeah, usually you don't get time and a half.
Yep. Salaried.
Yep.
I mean, salaried has its benefits, and I don't want to universally blast it, but I've also refused every attempt for an IT job specifically to give me salaried. And there have been several attempts. Hey, we'll give you this. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, no, it's a worldwide phenomenon, Snicker Friend.
Oh, yeah. Anime Pantsu. It's not only legal, it's been, I'll use past tense here, encouraged here in the States. with the mentality of, you just gotta work hard and do your best, and what are you, lazy? There's also, there's a reason why people, many people will go to work sick, because they don't want to risk their jobs, or, use up the extremely few sick days they have for something that is minor as the flu.
Yep.
Goddamn Avalanche! They all deserve to die!
Aw, won't let me.
Yes, every reactor, every pillar. Like I said, a full inspection. There's no telling what kind of damage there might be. If you see anything out of the ordinary, I want to know.
Sorry to bother you, sir.
No, it's fine.
I've brought the damage assessment for Sector 7 you requested.
That is a thick envelope.
Yep.
Sir, perhaps you should try and get some sleep.
No, not yet. I need to finish preparing my draft of the reconstruction plan before tonight's board meeting. Whatever reasons they might have had, destroying an entire sector it's beyond the pale.
Director, I would strongly advise you not to say such things outside of this room.
Don't I know it?
Who the hell was that guy, other than Xehanort? Also, I wish I looked as good as Reeve. Jeez.
Yeah, no kidding.
Handsome the Wise. Okay, so let's check out the guided tour. No, President Shinra has hair. And a different mustache setup.
Yep.
And he doesn't lurk in the security room. And he's not that old. Yeah, that's President Shinra. I mean, I know it's a statue, but you can see the difference immediately.
Welcome to the Shinra building, our humble home.
Oh, hell no!
Here, in the Memorial Museum, you can learn all about our president, as well as the various divisions that make up the company. And of course, the city of Midgar, and the miracle of Mako energy. Whatever takes your fancy, you're sure to learn something new.
Yeah, shut up!
I actually have a theory who it is, other than the obvious Xehanort joke. I think it's Domino. But no, let me rephrase that a second. Let me rephrase that. If it's someone from the original, it's Domino, but I actually think it's a new character. There we go. Nice take on the Shinra theme here.
Also, notice how the military is front and center when you go into the President Shinra exhibit.
Okay, I give up. Why the golden gun? Other than the obvious Bond reference.
I was gonna say Scaramanga.
Who's worse, President Shinra or Scaramanga? Huh. Interesting. In great appreciation of Shinra Electric Power Company. Sorry, that was really hard to read.
Is Shinra the founder of the company, or did he inherit it? I believe he founded it.
Wait. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if I can get a camera angle. You see on the right side of the screen there? There's a guy front and center in a Shinra mask. A Shinra mask. from FF10-2.
Oh. God damn it.
I was, as soon as he was like, did Shinra found it? I was like, well, oh wait, there was a picture back there. And as soon as I saw that, and I can't get a better shot, but trust me when I say it's right there. Please be an Easter egg and not an actual connection.
It's probably just an Easter egg.
That's probably just, we're just going to say that's an Easter egg. Everyone cool with that?
Until they confirm otherwise, that's an Easter egg.
Yeah, let's just... We're an Easter egg in that.
How's the grand tour? I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Wasn't it fun to learn about Shinra and our esteemed president? And to get a peek at the president's mementos? That was super cool.
No, it was not fun to learn about Shinra.
I'd think about it, Night Forager. Reeves' symbol is a pink heart. Like, that's not making fun. That's actually kind of interesting.
No, yeah.
Moving along. The next exhibit will teach you about the important work we do here. By giving you a closer look at each of our divisions. I hope you're ready to be amazed, because you simply won't believe all the exciting adventures we have here.
God, it does, Dakota. Midgar City Builder, I'm telling you.
These all look so familiar.
Because we've destroyed a bunch of them already.
The Advanced Weaponry exhibit is currently undergoing maintenance. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Welcome to Shinra Headquarters. My duties as Director of Research and Development are, in all likelihood, far beyond your ability to comprehend. So there will be no presentation, as it would be a waste of my time and yours. But rest assured, we are making great strides. Albeit not at this particular moment, because I'm filming this rubbish instead.
Jesus, Hojo.
I believe I've wasted enough of my precious time as it is. Science waits for no one, after all. So, good day.
No, Tesla effect. Let's go talk to Cousin Palmer.
What? Read this? This paper right here? Give me a moment. Welcome to the Shinra building. The Space and Aeronautics Division has taken rocket systems developed for military applications and adapted them to a different purpose. The search for new precious resources in the infinite reaches of space. That being said, since we have plenty of Mako at the present, those plans are currently on hold. It's a bit of a shame, really.
Interesting. So anyways, that was the first time we really heard Hojo's voice. I'm not sure what I think of it, but that is very Hojo. I'm better than you for vaguely explained reasons. Jackass. So I can't wait to hear. Okay, here we go. Heidegger.
The public security exhibit is currently undergoing maintenance.
Aw.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Listen, nobody likes satellites. God. I don't have a cell phone. What are you talking about? Okay, in fairness, I don't use satellites that much for that, but still. Where's Scarlet?
Research and development, or weapons.
Yeah.
Weapons department, back in the front. It was undergoing maintenance.
Oh, right.
The Advanced Weaponry exhibit is currently
okay.
undergoing maintenance.
Right. I just sort of assumed that was just the default AI thing we've been seeing. Didn't really realize that was Scarlet. So let's talk to Reeve.
Welcome to the Shinra building. Our mission here at Urban Planning is to supply the residents of Midgar with energy created from Mako. We also take pride in maintaining public infrastructure, the pillars and railways that run all throughout the city. Currently, We are working to construct an intraplate expressway. When this project has been completed, it will provide much easier access to numerous locations all across Midgar. We appreciate your patience and understanding in the meantime.
So, first of all, obvious shift in just, like, God, that's some great storytelling. I'm sorry. Like, Palmer has to read from a piece of paper that someone wrote for him. Hojo doesn't give a flying damn, even when he's being told to. Reeve has a presentation ready. And this, first of all, I'm almost positive this is based off of original concept work from Midgar and FF7 when it's still in development. But second of all, what do you want to bet this is closer to what it should look like? Like, this is how it was designed, you know? You'll notice there's a lot of green there, by the way. Like, a noticeable amount of green on the plates. By the way, that's another thing you'll also notice. Plates. As in, that's layered. You can see a top layer, and then a middle layer, and then a bottom layer.
Yep.
This could also be the plans that are going to use for Neo Midgar, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got this sector. Sector 8. Which, of course, that's just, you know... actually, that is a top-down, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Anywho, point being, that's awesome. Reeve is amazing. Any objections?
Impressive, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed learning about our divisions and the wonderful ideas and solutions that are produced to benefit us all. Here at Shinra, we strive to ensure the safety of all residents around the clock.
Why would they show the slums?
Now, moving along, the next exhibit will teach you all about the miracle of Mako energy and our reactors, as well as the city of Midgar itself. So come on!
Yeah, I'm sure that's just some reuse of assets there. Hey, it's the model.
This is Midgar, our home, recreated in 1/10,000th scale. As you can see here, the 8 Mako reactors form a ring around the center of our city and keep Midgar running day and night. The Mako which flows beneath our feet is a truly limitless resource. At Shinra, we have developed technologies to extract it and transform it into the fuel and electricity that powers everything we do. Thanks to the miracle of Mako energy, our lives are richer and better than ever before. Mako keeps our lights on at night and made Midgar into the city that never sleeps. A triumph of technology and testament to man's potential.
Nothing but a bunch of lies.
Except that Mako has made people's lives better.
It's made people blind. Blind to the cold, hard truth. Even I used to buy into their bullshit. Remembering that makes me even madder.
By the way, and I noticed this during the intro and I didn't comment on it because I thought maybe I was just thinking too much into it, but you'll notice that the specific section of One-Winged Angel they keep using for these, which is also a sequence Barrett's always present in, is Estans Interius Ira Vehementi, aka burning alive with eternal hatred.
Yep.
And I point that out because you can't tell me that's an accident that they're specifically slicing that lyric out. Or that section of lyrics for this.
Congratulations! You can call yourself a proud Shinra scholar. Now, moving along. Next, you'll learn about our progress in advanced science and technology. Please proceed to the 61st floor, the Visual Entertainment Hall.
As an aside, I actually fully agree with Kay. That's pure headcanon, but I have always thought, like since the oldest days, since like the late 90s at this point, that there is some way to make Mako renewable because, well, the thought always sprung from the idea, and this is going to sound strange, but if they use Mako re-energy, why don't the souls then go back to the planet after being used?
Mm-hmm.
That always bugged me, because that's how it works when it happens naturally. All they were doing was doing it artificially.
Yeah.
Now, I then came up with a headcanon answer for that, and I talked about that during the lore run. Basically, it was a matter of throughput. They were using more than they were ejecting, ergo, they were basically running dry.
Mm-hmm. And I believe, didn't they start investing into oil after Final Fantasy VII?
Yep. That's actually a very minor point in Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus.
To the Visual Entertainment Hall, where we showcase Shinra's cutting-edge technology.
There's your eco-friendly message.
Audio experience. Please relax.
So yeah, you know, they never really solved that problem. They just went to a different resource.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, I know the game obviously posits the idea that the Mako is used up, but as a world builder, that never actually made sense to me.
No.
This place is empty. What the hell?
And they're dead. Oh my god, it's Sanarkand! Yeah, I noticed his gun arm changed. First time that's happened, actually.
In the distant past, our planet was home to a people we call the Ancients.
Old-style FF airship.
Many millennia before we discovered Mako, these precursors were already pioneering its use. Somehow they learned of the great reservoir of energy pulsing beneath their feet. And once they had, the Ancients developed the means to harness this bountiful energy and bend it to their will. The fruits of their labors have survived to this very day in the form of certain kinds of materia. Their scripture, too, has endured. We who are born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape.
Hey,
Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise. Alas, the ancients themselves are long gone. 2,000 years ago, a meteor brought an end to their civilization. But before their fiery end, did the ancients find their promised land? Even now, we have only to wonder. Times have changed, and the Shinra Electric Power Company is committed to changing and evolving with them. Like the ancients, we've harnessed the power of Mako. Are they out there watching us, waiting for us to join them in some blessed corner of the world? A green and verdant land where boundless Mako energy will provide for our every need. Shinra is working for you to fulfill the hope of the ancients and lead us to that promised land. We shall not rest until our dream is realized.
I noticed that, Atris. Also, Neo Midgard again. Reunion. No, this is Meteor Fall.
Gotta have the big promo shot, of course.
Oh dear. Oh dear. A man of my refined taste running out of butter. Shorn of its proper accompaniment, this tea might as well be boiled pond water. No, it couldn't possibly have been.
Crazy ass thing made me want to puke. And not just because of the presentation,
Not in the trailer,
but the
Gabe,
content
no,
too.
but it was
Ought
used
to
as
come
key
with a
art.
warning. That ain't for kids.
That wasn't just a movie.
That huge meteor, what was that about?
Like I said, nothing you should show a kid.
I have serious issues with that scene, personally.
We'll get there. I can't say anything right now.
Yeah.
Congratulations! You can call yourself a proud Shinra expert. Your mission is to go out and tell everyone about the wonders of Shinra. Next,
No, that was
you'll be
definitively a
visiting the
vision, but it was a
repository
shared
for Shinra's
vision.
expertise and know-how. Please make your way to the 62nd floor, the corporate archive.
What the?
Domino. That's Domino. Real quick, before we continue this cutscene, I gotta say two things. I'm not gonna explain myself to you guys. First of all, I believe that's the first time we've had a shared vision thing going on. Everything else has been just a cloud.
It's just been just cloud, yep.
Probably because the fact that he actually had the hollow thing to work with. But second, and far more importantly, that is... Okay, let me rewind just a second. Assuming I was doing a proper remake of FF7, I would absolutely include the scene with Palmer just now. That was a good addition, having, that Sephiroth, which, spoilers, actually wandering around and roamed by Palmer, and Palmer just being like, what? And even recognizing him, too. I like that. And of course, why would Sephiroth give a damn about Palmer? He wouldn't even stop. You don't stop for every blade of grass you're walking by, do you?
Yep. Well, I mean, no.
Greetings and welcome. Avalanche, I presume. My name is Hart, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I've come to escort you to Mayor Domino, per his...
Sorry, I'm wrong. This is Domino's aide.
Midgar? The empty suit that's just a mouthpiece for Shinra?
Yes. The mayor of our dear Midgar. The most magnificent city ever built. That Mayor Domino. The visual entertainment hall has been experiencing technical difficulties of late, and he suspected that these difficulties might impede your progress.
So what does the mayor want with us?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him that yourself.
No, Hart was in the original. He just had like 2 lines of dialogue.
Guess we're supposed to follow.
And Domino was, of course, but he was basically part of one of the side puzzles. Probably Takeda. No, Titans, you cannot.
So what? You telling me the mayor's some kind of crazy bookworm?
See, that's actually... In contrast to the earlier, this is actually pretty good use of space, in my opinion. There's still a lot of space, but it's also being used very effectively. I would love to peruse this library if there were, actual books in there.
Through here.
If this is a trap, you're a dead man, you hear?
And it's a trap. That would be funny. It was a trap! Thank you very much, Shadow Machine. As ever, appreciates her.
This can't be right.
Ah, wonderful. You finally made it.
It is Xehanort.
I am the mayor of the great metropolis of Mako. Domino, at your service. I must say you three haven't exactly been discreet.
Huh?
I wonder who's been cleaning up all your messes.
What the hell's going on?
Come on, think about it. You've been caught by security several times, walked in front of every other camera, and scared an accountant half to death. Do you hear the alarm? No? You're welcome. I can only assume your cell wasn't looped in. I am Avalanche's man on the inside.
Say what?
Huh. Is it really that surprising to you? You've seen where they put me. The mayor of the greatest city in the whole wide world, tucked away in a secret broom closet in the damned archives. The nerve. Those stupid Shinra pricks thought I'd just shut up and accept their treatment. But they were wrong. Dead wrong.
Huh. Well, this ought to make things easier.
We need to break into Professor Hojo's lab.
What? Why? You mean you're not here to give President Shinra his comeuppance?
We're here to save a friend who was taken.
But the president's gonna get his too, if I have anything to say about it.
Well, I don't particularly care what you end up doing, so long as it hurts Shinra.
Great.
So, I can get you as far as the 64th floor.
Hold up. You telling me that that's the best you can do?
That is indeed the best that I can do.
But you're the mayor.
But you're the mayor? Does this look like the office of a mayor? I'm a glorified librarian, nothing more. They don't even invite me to their meetings. Sorting records and reports, that's all I do. My hands and fingers have more paper cuts than skin. No one knows my pain, my daily torment. They've made me a pathetic shell of a man.
Okay, they did you wrong like us, but we'll make it right. So just calm down. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Let me see that key card of yours. Here you are. You can now use it to access the recreational facility on the 63rd floor.
And then what are we supposed to do?
You look for a fellow Avalanche collaborator. Identify yourselves and he'll give you a key card to the 64th. The countersign is... The mayor is the best! Midgar's mayor is nothing less! Everyone says he's cooler than the rest! Just say mayor to the guy, and if he goes, the best, with gusto, then you've found your man. You got it?
Okay, couple things. First of all, I love this Domino.
Yeah. Like, even just his characterization is nice, but the fact that he's working with Avalanche on the inside is perfect.
This also lines up with something else. By the way, you'll notice he is actively watching Reed's office right now. You can see it's on the monitor. But obviously that was him looking earlier. Anyways, he's great, but yeah, the fact that he is part of why Avalanche, that is to say the other Avalanche, has been doing so well makes so much sense. And several people in chat are like, well, why not Reeve? Well, because Reeve
is too noticeable.
Well, possible, but I was going to say Reeve thinks he can fix Shinra from within.
That too.
Domino is mostly just out for revenge. And that's what you need on an inside man. Someone who's like, screw it, you know, take it to the man, that kind of thing. Because, yeah. Yeah, Reeve is Bail Organa in episode 3. He's trying to fix the Republic while still being a senator.
Yep.
That's actually a pretty good way to put that. Anywho, let's go talk to Hart. And get Barrett's gun that I was already told about. Thank you, guys.
If you require additional assistance, please do not hesitate to ask.
So can you tell us anything about this collaborator?
Certainly I could do just that, but a man in my position must conduct his affairs with discretion. Which is to say that that which has been requested cannot be freely given, if you take my meaning.
You want money!
Disclosing confidential information entails considerable risk. Due compensation is to be expected. In this particular instance, that would amount to 10,000 gil.
Rip us off more, why don't you?
Of course, Disco.
The 64th floor is reserved for our executives. The individual you seek is fastidious and well-dressed. This individual likes to visit the 63rd floor to decompress from the stress of the job.
That really all you got for us?
Oh, are you dissatisfied with your purchase? How unfortunate. Perhaps this will help preserve our relationship.
Huh?
An expression of my gratitude and appreciation.
Huh, that's better.
So yeah, we now has gun. We can play Gunhammer. EKG cannon. Consume all ATB to deliver a close-range attack and send enemies flying. And a firearm whose accuracy is dependent upon the wielder's emotional state. Looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it that. Yeah, what do the melee ones have? All the materia slots. Whatever.
I still can't believe the mayor is working with Avalanche.
Would have been nice to know. Idiots at HQ should have kept us in the loop.
Well, if you could think of a command for a dude McGuy, you could probably come up with one. Hey, 3,000 gil. After the 10,000 I just paid.
Yeah.
Mako, explosive.
Mako is an explosive. What's he talking about?
Is the ultimate weapon in this game? I'm not sure. I would assume no.
Probably not.
I mean, considering we see the premium heart and can't get it.
Yeah. Come on. Ah, fine, whatever.
Yeah, you can actually go into the place with the little machine gun. Okay.
Yep, we did it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
We got shot at. Biggest example of gate... This is a question for you too, Rax. What's the biggest example of gatekeeping you've encountered personally in fiction? Excuse me, in gaming. Sorry, he said gaming. That's different. That is different. Sorry, Casual. Sorry.
I would say, but I don't want to name names. Those of you who know, know.
I knew it. It was me all along. Okay, am I not supposed to... No, whatever. We did both, Kyphrin, but yes. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Dark Souls. I'm not going to name any names.
See, Dark Souls is up there, but I've seen worse from some people. Towards entire genres, even.
No, that's. Oh.
So, about this precious promised land of yours. Come now, Aerith. You misunderstand my intentions. I wish only to satisfy their material greed, so I can be left to pursue my great work. Our great work, my dear. You're the spitting image of her now. I regret it to this day. If she had only trusted me instead of trying to run, it could have played out quite differently. What a terrible tragedy, to lose the last of the pure-blooded ancients. Though not completely, would you like to see your mother? Albeit through the lens of one of my microscopes. Did you really think we'd leave such a precious specimen to rot in the gutter? We collected and cataloged every last bit of her. Hair, skin, organs, every fragment of every bone. As breathtaking in death as in life. As you, my dear. Ifalna was elegance, right down to her cellular structure. And there it is, that same elegance. Oh, yes. Time for yet another meeting. Sit tight. I won't be long.
Okay, 3 things. First, damn!
Ah, yes, my burrito is done.
Second of all, yeah, that was perfect. That was exactly how he should be. Disturbingly well. Yeah.
Third of all, Lucrezia chose that guy over Vincent. Think about that.
He's got to be good in bed, you know. No, okay.
Jesus.
Ignoring the Lucrezia thing, or Lucrezia thing, or how the hell they say it. This is going to sound horrible, but I've known a person like that in real life, and that was getting... Like, I can believe that whoever was doing the directing and writing for that has also known someone like that in real life. Mm-hmm. That was a little one-to-one.
Yeah.
And in a very uncomfortable way.
Yep. Thankfully, I don't know anyone like that.
Where loyal Shinra employees relax and recharge.
It's pretty late, but I bet people are still here dealing with the aftermath of Sector 7.
It's their own damn fault.
Stay focused. We need to find this guy.
Yeah. Guess I better get working on my conversation skills.
Yeah, to my great fortune, I have only met one person like that in my life. And yeah, Eris just completely holding her composure until he leaves.
Countless homes and businesses remain buried beneath the rubble. We're told fires...
No, because that was a woman, bio. Although I suppose I didn't clarify gender, that's fair. But no, this is a guy.
They look busy.
The plate did just fall.
What kind of particulates in the air?
Seeing them like this somehow makes me feel a little bit better.
Support is getting overwhelmed by calls. We'll have to resort to AI operators.
Let's find our contact.
That's an interesting question, Omega
Not
Legion.
seeing any security around. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah, I wonder if they feed her.
Thank you for notifying me, Platty. I'll pass that on.
Uh-oh, I need to kill Platty now. Where is she?
I'm gonna have to talk with you about something later.
You want me to mute you real quick?
No, it's something that will take longer than a few seconds.
Okay. I mean, lack of food is one thing, but lack of water. You ever go without water for a long period of time? Because that sucks. Just double checking.
Where are you, Mr. Collaborator?
I think we just need to start talking to people who look the part.
Remember, say mayor.
If they say the best, then we have a winner.
Yes, thank you. I remember from literally 5 minutes ago. Yeah, your throat gets a particular type of dry when you've gone without water for a long period of time. It's very unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Bad memories.
This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen.
Today we welcome a special guest, Shinra's Director of Public Security, who has an important message to share with us.
Everyone here at Shinra is deeply saddened and outraged by this unconscionable act of terrorism. But at the same time, we will not be cowed by threats or violence. To the people of Midgar, I make this vow. We will find the villains responsible and bring them to justice. Are you listening, Avalanche? You cowardly dogs! Run all you like. Shinra is coming.
Do you think the other plates are in danger? Is it true that Wutai's gonna attack us again?
We should be safe here, right?
I wonder how the rescue ops are going. I remember this feeling. It was like this before the last one started.
Barrett, do you have to knock around the frickin'... Even Shinra employees can't keep the trash in the garbage cans. God, people. Not that hard. I once went a little over 4 days without water.
I don't think I could do that. I've gone about 2 days.
It was pretty bad.
No, I'm gonna be here a while longer. The mayor. Hey, shush. I'm on the phone.
Are you military? Cool, cool. I guess things have been keeping you pretty busy around here. Have you found the guys who did this yet?
The mayor.
Huh? What about the mayor?
Never mind.
Cloud has no idea how to be subtle.
Nope.
Maybe war is inevitable.
And I hate to break this to you, Tesla, but you can live a lot longer than 3 days without water. It just gets more and more progressively unpleasant. In fact, it actually takes you closer to 2.5 weeks to die without water under ideal circumstances. Because what'll actually happen is when you get to about day 10-ish, you'll go into what is effectively a coma.
Yeah.
You're still alive, but you'll just kind of start slowly desiccating as your body completely cannibalizes itself in order to keep itself running. It feels wonderful, let me tell you.
Better catch him soon.
Is he playing frickin' Pokemon? Pokemon Go, that's it.
Better catch him soon.
I know, he's not.
No, he's playing FF All the Bravest.
Oh, that's even worse.
Hello there. So, what'll it be for you today?
The mayor.
Mayo? Sorry, we don't have any here.
He's playing Monster. Gotta catch all the bombs.
What the hell's taking him so damn long? This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen. I thought the war was over. I remember this feeling. It was like this before the last one started. Please, just leave me alone.
The mayor. Oh,
I was gonna say, I'm starting to think the hint was wrong, because that's just about all the suit people. So let's talk to the guy who is not immaculately dressed and just kind of lounging on the sofa. Nope.
The mayor.
Yeah, there's like 15 guys in suits. I've been talking to him. If you mean the guy at the window who was on his phone, I've already talked to him. Unless you mean this guy at the window, which I can't talk to. I've already talked to this guy.
I'm on the phone. Hope you get him soon.
Now I'm just looking for anyone I can interact with. I've stopped trying to actually try. And I'm knocking around all the chairs. Yeah, I paid for the gun, let's be real.
Yep.
Oh, nothing down here. Next.
The hell's that?
Combat sim. You can use it to train for battle in a virtual space.
Does training in that thing really make you better?
I mean, you gain experience.
Actually, you gain more than that.
You gain infinite power.
You're gonna train in the sim at a time like this?
The mayor.
Hmm? Are you looking for the mayor? He's not on this floor.
Nah. I'm pretty sure... I mean, wait, I guess we could try the combat sim guy. Sure, okay.
You work here? I don't recognize you. Can I help you with something?
The mayor.
Is the best. I was told to expect you. Need access to upper floors, right?
That's right.
Before I trust you with this key card, I need to see what you can actually do.
Say what?
Do you know what would happen if you got caught? We're putting our lives on the line here.
So, I need you to go do this dungeon. And then 18 side quests.
Prove you're worth it. We have a state-of-the-art combat simulator. It can provide a real challenge, let me tell you. If you beat the sim, then the key card is all yours.
Okay. So what are you having me fight, game? If it's Leviathan again, screw you. 3-person team versus Mayor is the best. Okay. Oh no, it's... Well, actually, these guys are elites. So 2 elites at the same time. That should be fun.
But yeah, welcome to effectively the second Colosseum.
Yay!
Bring it!
Come on, game. Let me move.
No escape from you! Keep it up! This'll help! You're down! Let's go! Finish him off!
Actually, Nero's as it should have been a hologram of Nomura, like they typically do in their games these days.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson!
Tifa's not overpowered, she's just amazing.
Alright, I've seen enough. I'm a man of my word. Here, this key card will grant you access to the 64th floor. You can use the elevator to get there. Once you're up there, just what is it you plan on doing?
We came to get one of our friends. She's being held in a research lab somewhere.
A lab? Then she must be with Professor Hojo. It won't be easy to get to her. Access to R&D is limited to authorized personnel only.
We'll find a way in. Know where we can find Hojo?
A board meeting is scheduled to start soon. It's being held in the main conference room. President Shinra, Professor Hojo, and the other directors will be in attendance.
Think they like surprises? We can even take the president as a hostage. Think of the leverage.
Try it, and security will be on your asses in seconds.
We need to find out what they're planning.
So you want to spy in their meeting? I have an idea. Head to the men's restroom. You can climb into the air ducts there. They go all the way to the conference room.
Thanks for the tip.
New content has been added to the Shinra Combat Simulator. Well, okay. I should at least see what the rewards are. Oh, I'm here.
As far as I know, they're actually pretty decent.
I was thinking the same thing, Takota. Oh no, there's a grenade. Oh, they're all dead. Alright, so that gets us...
Yeah, Pax says it's worth doing. And I actually agree it is worth doing.
Ah, so there's the Gil up, and there's the Exp up. We already have the AP up. Well, there's only one thing to do. Go AFK and trust Rax to cover the stream for a few minutes.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually control this. I'm not sure. So, what's up, guys? How we doing? I'll delete his save file. Yeah, secretly I'm Yoko Taro. This is what Yoko Taro looks like underneath the Emil mask. You're using the wrong form of your, Atris. So I'm not gonna pay attention to you. How much longer does Lore have left? Lore, he's got a few hours. I'll just put it that way. If I could make a KH game, what would it be about? That's a broad question. I'd take KH in many directions. What do I think about the Mayor being a boss on the first fight and Nomura being a secret boss using Xehanort's Keyblade? I wouldn't have him use Xehanort's Keyblade, but I'd have him use, you know... I don't know. I'd have to think on the weapon and his tactics, personally. Am I in chat? Yes. That's actually how I'm reading this. Here, let me actually show you. There. And you added me normally there, too. There's a part coming up where the game can soft lock in events. Remind Lord to save before that. Yeah, no, I remember. Do I think they overused Disney in Kingdom Hearts? Yes, but that's a contractual thing. That's not anything they can really do about it. You like streams where I'm guest hosting? Well, thank you. I try my best. I missed a question up here. Am I hopeful that Square can deliver good sequels with the direction that they took in this game? Actually, yes. I'm not going to say much in terms of actual events, but I think they can. I think they can do well. Yeah, I didn't have any trouble with events personally. But even then, the autosave is actually fairly decent, isn't it? Wouldn't it just save before then? Do we know when part 2 is coming? We don't know, but we predict about 2 years. Yeah, the problem is they can't really use Disney creatively because of those contractual obligations. Like, Frozen is actually a good example. They wanted it to adhere to the movie and be boring, to put it in such terms. There's a Jimquisition about this game, calling it a work of subversive genius. I have not seen that, no. I am probably gonna watch it, but Jim, you know, he's had some decent opinions on Final Fantasy so far, so you know. Yes, Tesla. A lot of... Okay, so Disney mandates a lot of stupid crap go into the Disney sections for Kingdom Hearts. And I think Nomura and Square try to salvage that to varying degrees of success. I do agree with Kay, though. Nintendo would have treated KH much better. See, I don't think subversive is a good thing on its own. It depends on what you do with it. Like, you guys have probably heard my opinions on The Last Jedi, for example, but there are others that go in other directions that I don't necessarily approve of. Yeah, what Kay said. It depends on the results. Will future KH have any Disney stuff? Let me make this clear. KH is owned by Disney. Square just develops it. So yes. Hey. I just said, you know, I'm not gonna go into it. But yeah, honestly, I like the slightly different direction that they're taking the remake.
Sorry guys, I'm having some pain issues.
Yes, I mentioned episode 8 once. Can we leave it?
You guys are allowed to mention it, I'm not. It's forbidden topic, not banned topic. It's a difference. So you see this? In order to help with the pain issues, I'm going to drink this entire thing right now. And I also got a second one right here. Help me keep on the drinking, would you guys? Because it's really easy to forget to drink with doing these.
Alright, take a drink now.
Okay.
Damn, you just downed that. Nice.
Let's do those.
In your blunt opinion, 7R is one of the greatest games you've ever played? Interesting. I wouldn't call it one of the greatest, but I would definitely call it a standout.
Who said that? Oh, it was J-Meister. You're wrong! No. Actually, that's kind of cool that you liked it that much.
Yeah.
I don't agree,
It's
but...
great that we have more enthusiasm in this world.
Yeah, it's... We can always use more good things in the world. We have too little as is.
Yeah, this game's got a few flaws that can't put it in one of the greatest games category for me.
Yeah, as of right now, and I've already mentioned this to Rax in private, this is kind of in the PS2 block for me. Flawed masterpiece. FF10, 10-2, and 12 are all games that are great and have significant flaws to them that prevent them from being in the absolute top crust, but they're still great games. My opinion, of course.
Yeah.
Give him your all!
How would I compare 7R to other FF games in the last 20 years? The best one.
Oh, easily. I agree with that.
The best game since 9, I think.
I absolutely agree with that. There's a reason I compare this to 10, 10-2, and 12. And yeah, if you want a non-FF comparison, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, a flawed masterpiece.
Okay, Shadowbringers doesn't count. Omega Legion, that's different.
Finish him off!
Yeah, as usual, I'm not counting FF14 as an FF game.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be pedantic, it's just I don't think of it as an FF game, I think of it as an MMO, that's awesome.
Honestly, I don't think of it as much of an FF game anymore either.
Yeah, this will definitely be Game of the Year until September.
Yeah. We'll see how Cyberpunk stacks up.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to watch.
Give him your all.
One shot that guy.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, Cyberpunk comes out September 11th, 10th, something like that.
10th, I believe.
I have it written down. It's not exactly in the immediacy of my mind right now.
Bring it.
Not good enough.
I suppose I could just look right over here while these guys are flying. 17th, September 17th.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the two best games since Final Fantasy IX, in my opinion, not counting 14, have been Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and this. And even then, they both have significant flaws. They're not on the level of 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. I can't count KH3 Tesla because it's got some really big problems that I have, both with the story and the gameplay.
Yep, me too. Kingdom Hearts 3 has some great stuff, and then some stuff that makes me not want to not play it. And I have beaten it twice now. Octopath Traveler is the best game ever made.
Remember when we were laughing about FF10? Yeah, that's about how I feel about Octopath right now, too.
I just staggered in the air.
Did I say FF10? I meant 11.
Nothing's gonna stop.
My ranged character has a melee weapon equipped, Final Cloud.
You're playing the game wrong.
That's entirely possible. I'm glad you liked it, Atris. Don't look at my review of it, please.
I like Octopath in concept, but in execution, it's got some serious problems.
Ironically, I think if they... Well, I mean, okay, I had obvious gameplay issues with it, but I think if they... I'm going to say this as non-spoiler as I can. If they removed the main plot, I would like it more. I can see you saying, can you see my post, Imperial Star Destroyer, but otherwise I haven't seen anything from you lately, no.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back.
Skill up. Let's go get Exp up while we're here. I don't know, Remedy's Exion. We may never know. Really, I have no idea. Well, one of the things I've noticed, too, is one of the ways I can enjoy certain games, and fiction in general, is by basically whole-scale replacing entire sections of it. Either with headcanon or with something else. Either, you know, like ancillary works or whatever. And most controversial opinion I've given this year, I'm starting to think Star Wars sits in that category. As a whole, by the way.
I was going to say in general.
Yeah, the whole concept. Like, there are specific Star Wars works that are great to this day. But as an overall franchise, I think I can't enjoy Star Wars on the face of it. And I'm not sure how long that's been true.
Watch yourself.
Whoops.
Okay, let's go. You asked for it. Whatever. Give him your all. Beat this. There. Finish him off. There.
I think Mass Effect 2's plot is crap, but Mass Effect 2 is a character story.
Yeah, I actually think Mass Effect 2 has a better story than Mass Effect 1.
Give him your all. Head Finish him off. No more games.
I'm working on it, Snickerpin. I'm working. Don't worry, this is the last Coliseum thing I'm doing for right now. I just wanted to get my 2 materials.
Keep it up. Don't think you'll walk away from this. Bingo. No more games. It's over.
One thing I also have to mention, like, you know, I've heard a lot of people say, man, I love this game that you only kind of like. This is in no way a brag, but I've been exposed to literally thousands of games in my life. I have an absolutely gargantuan breadth to pull from when it comes to the top. I'm not at the point where I'm thinking of the top 5% or the top 1%. I'm at the top 0.1% and 0.01% at this point.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Give him your all. There. Yeah. No more games. It's over.
Dude, you don't even understand how good this Rattata is, alright? This is in the top 0.001% of Rattatas.
Keep it up. Don't think you'll walk away from this. Yeah. You're fine.
Wrong order. Whatever.
You asked for it.
Was never in doubt.
What, Shikor? I'm sorry, dude, McGuy. I'll do better, I swear.
No more games. It's over.
It's over. Hey, Atris, can you confirm that I sent or that you received a message from me?
Finish him off.
On Twitch, not on Discord. And yeah, I do agree. Personal taste is powerful. It can be hard to describe why something resonates with you.
One thing my sister pointed out to me recently is... I'm trying to think how she phrased it. She was like, Lore, because she totally calls me Lore. Lore, you have to come under the understanding that you literally describe why you like things for a living. Most people don't do that. We were talking about some random comment, this is like a year ago at this point, on YouTube, and I was just bothered by it, and I shared it with her, and she was like, and she said that, and I was like, okay, you know what, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And she, of course, knows me. I've been like this since before I started the show. This is just me getting more practice about explaining the whys and the wherefores.
Thank you, Atris. So it's strictly a post-game. Oh no, battle until then.
Not good enough.
Okay.
You want it? There.
No, Savacom. Gary and Pax call me Lore, semi-frequently.
Wait, what?
Hang on. I don't know if it's on the website.
Am I reading that correctly?
Hang on. If it's not on the website, the answer is no. But if it is... well...
oh no.
Actually, apparently, the last patch, and I'm going to describe this as completely as I can, has moved Fallout 76 up to the point of being a game.
Oh, wow, congratulations!
I know, right? Thank you very much, Cody. Very much appreciate, sir. I will put that towards Fallout 76.
No! God damn it. What have you unleashed, man?
It was actually described specifically with regards to No Man's Sky, to use a direct parallel.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's still not what I would call a good game, but it is a game. No Man's Sky got to the point of being a video game.
You're gonna feel this one.
Going in.
Funnily enough, I actually own Fallout 76. I got a free key very early on. I've had it for like a year. Never installed it.
I would keep that very far.
Well, it's funnily enough, the main reason I haven't installed it is because it requires the Bethesda launcher, which can go to hell.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Tifa's Limit Break's amazing.
Yep.
Alright, so let's see what Experience Up does, shall we?
Does exactly what it says on the tin.
Which is funny, because that can mean several things. Which is why I want to check it. Oh, I agree, Hazardous. Make no mistake, we're probably going to tear it to shreds. Okay, so that is party, not individual. That's what I wanted to know.
Oh, that's very nice.
And we'll go ahead and replace this with the Gil one. Which, of course, is going to be party, not individual.
Do I know why these simulations were grayed out and you couldn't access them on your playthrough? No. I have no idea.
I'm going to get it a save, obviously. Yeah, I don't know either. Trail Stars Fair. Worst rated premiere run? I'm pretty sure Anthem is at the bottom of the list right now. Probably going to stay that way.
Until we do Fallout 76.
Yeah. And Red Hell Retribution.
Well, yeah, but that's a special case.
I mean, the worst is the worst.
By the way, because Chadley's here.
Hang on, we have to get Scarlet's theme. Very important.
Yeah, apparently.
Gotta get those fake plasticine. God.
Cloud, I've been waiting for you. You haven't forgotten me, have you? I'm an intern in the R&D division here. I took the liberty of hacking into the executive's private network to monitor your progress through the building. I will support you in any way that I can. I sense a surge in trust. We should keep this brief to avoid suspicion.
I've actually played Beyond Two Souls, Cax. Warriors. Hard ones.
If this kid's a robot and he's got white hair, does that just make him 9S?
I look forward to receiving all of your
So I think at this point I only need to do one thing to fill that out. Yep, I need to max out all the materia, and that's it. I actually have one of each currently leveling. And the last one's probably going to be Revive, which isn't even halfway there yet. And that's the one I'm getting double of. Alright, let's go ahead and get another save in. Like you.
Actually, no, that's a massive disservice to 9S. 9S actually has a personality.
Ouch. Or does he?
Oh, 9S definitely had more emotion.
Cloud?
Huh?
You're Cloud, right? Holy shit! It's cool, bro. We went through training together. Damn. So you're still alive and kicking, huh? Some of the guys heard you got smoked, but I told them it was all bullshit.
I do remember him.
Tight, man. I'm gonna go get Kunsel. I'll be
Eh.
right back.
Old buddy.
You okay?
Yeah,
But you were just...
I'm good. Let's keep moving.
A take on the song, and I mentioned the song because it's important to note that the name of that song is "Who Am I?"
Mm-hmm. For those who don't remember, Kunsel was actually a friend of Zach's when he was a second-class soldier.
Yep.
My head is spinning.
I will say this. I absolutely agree with adding in additional tidbits to lead up to twists and reveals and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think they've done too many of them.
Yeah, I think they could serve to pull back on that a bit.
Yeah, where the hell am I? Crisis Core isn't canon. But FF10-2 is! Sorry.
Yeah, the compilation I've noticed in this is in a state of quasi-canon.
I trust the narrative is intact.
Rock solid. The people have embraced the Wutai Avalanche conspiracy wholeheartedly. I've almost come to believe it myself.
Wutai's response?
So far, nothing. And if those cowards do react, all the better for us and our story.
Very well. Then we shall stay the course.
If I may, sir, there was one other matter.
Oh?
A message from our man Palmer.
He insists that he saw Sephiroth. Cousin Palmer doesn't see anything. Tell him to have more butter in his tea.
Barret.
Yeah, I know. We came here to save Aerith. That's our first priority.
That's right. We only get one chance. Hojo should be at that board meeting, so that'll buy us some time. We need to plan this just right.
Yeah, Cousin... I have a hard time calling him just Palmer at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's where Professor Hojo is?
Where he should be.
What's the plan?
Little bit of recon. Need to find a way to infiltrate.
Oh yeah,
that
make
room.
sure you save before going to
You
the
hear the
bathroom.
words coming out of your mouth.
The soft lock.
We just gotta find that bathroom so we can get into the air duct. Ask anyone here. They can point us in the right direction.
No thanks. We can find it on our own.
So we've got the bathroom thing. I think that's it. I think this is actually the last thing that was, spoiled for me. I officially have no information past this point of the game.
Good. Keep it on the down low, guys.
I just mentioned that because I've had little tidbits in my head for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Like about the AP up or whatever. Or how to get a certain weapon. Little stuff, but, acceptable stuff.
Let me be clear, if there are any spoilers past this point, you're gone.
If there's incidental spoilers, that's a timeout. If you deliberately spoil, that's a ban, to be clear.
Yes, what is it?
Yep.
All right, I'll wait out here.
Huh? You can't hang out here.
Tifa, it'd be better if you waited inside.
Maybe, but this is... Oh, never mind. You're right.
I mean, she can't come in here. This is a men's bathroom.
Thank God. No one's in here.
Love to show them what the ones down
If it's
below
just
look
speculation and guessing, then
Come
you're
on.
fine.
Let's just find that duct.
Just as long as no one tries to confirm for you.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, the thing that was spoiled for me about this is the fact that there's a soft lock potential here.
Yeah, sorry. I mean...
Gotcha.
No, it wasn't you, actually.
Much I could do about that. Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I guess you did also do it, but you were not the initiator, let's put it clearly.
True.
I think like 3 or 4 people in chat said that, too. Yeah, these are actually pretty nice bathrooms.
On guard duty.
Right.
So, can I go with you? Don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Yeah, sure. Just follow behind.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I don't know the specifics of the soft lock, and from what I understand, there's nothing I can do about it anyways. If it happens, it happens. That's why we saved. Hello. Okay. There you go. But yeah, there is a bug. It involves a soft lock.
But we live right by Sector 7, and I keep calling and calling, but I still can't get through.
I heard that all the phone lines are down. It doesn't mean anything.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Actually, speaking as someone who is both a clean freak and used to work as a janitor, clean bathrooms are a good thing and harder to maintain than you'd think.
Hell yeah.
So I can appreciate that. Yeah, at least we don't have a situation where we have 3 people who are clearly all crowded together in the vent for some reason. Somehow.
Depending on the board's decision, we may start 2 projects simultaneously, rebuilding the plate and the city. Members of the Urban Planning Division will likely take point on both. Director Tuesti has ordered teams to come up with 3, 5, and 10-year plans. Each team needs to come up with a detailed proposal and schedule. We're going to have to put a lot of man-hours into this, so we'll need to start ASAP. Does anyone have any questions at all? If not, then we'll wait for the director to return.
Reeve being Reeve.
Yep.
So yeah, this is my personal headcanon answer, of course, but the reason Reeve stays in the organization so high up is because he thinks he can do good from within. See Tor, Sith Warrior, Light Side for another example of that concept.
Exactly.
Now, why do they keep him employed? Because he's damned good at his job.
Yeah.
And this version has really been making that point clear. And yeah, the fact that he has multiple year plans, that's actually a really cool point that they added in there. Because anybody who knows anything about urban development in real life knows, 2-year plan, sure.
This it?
Yeah, and then that'll fall through.
Yeah.
And then the 3-year plan will fall through, and then the 4-year plan.
Well, no, then they'll do another 2-year plan.
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you, I saw
There
him.
we go.
With my own eyes, sauntering down the corridor.
We don't have time for this nonsense.
He was as close to me as you are now. The shock of it made me spill my tea.
Enough already. If there are intruders in the building, my men will deal with them.
But, Mr. President, sir, I swear to you...
Reeve. Sir, I have the damage assessment for Sector 7, and I'm afraid the figures are catastrophic.
Spare us the doom and gloom. Was there anything else?
Well, sir, I've also drafted a
That will not be
reconstruction
needed.
plan for...
Not with the Ancient in our custody once more.
With respect, sir, I don't see how...
words, Reeve. Neo Midgar.
In their promised land, we will build a new Mako-powered metropolis.
Mr. President, we still don't know for sure that the Promised Land even...
Professor Hojo.
The test results were within expectations. The specimen is somewhat lacking compared to her pure-blood mother, but for our purposes, she should more than suffice.
So she can lead us to the Promised Land?
Well, Mr. President, that remains to be seen. I would like your permission to secure her cooperation through more forceful means. Forceful, yet gentle. She is a precious resource that must be handled with care.
Personally, I've never had a problem with torture.
My armory is at your disposal should you require anything.
I had something more psychological in mind. Better to scar the psyche than mar the flesh.
Proceed as you see fit. However, you will not make the same mistake twice. Is that clear?
If I may, Mr. President, I have an idea how we might mitigate the risks. Simply put, we could have the Ancient reproduce. In the absence of a second specimen, we would need to identify an alternative mate. I would start with candidates from Soldier. These would, of course, include S and G types. Quite frankly, there's no telling what kind of properties a crossbred specimen might possess. So, what say you all?
If there is nothing else,
Mr. President!
meeting adjourned.
Please, sir!
So yeah, that was a reference to Genesis.
Something stinks.
Hopefully just an Easter egg, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the only one.
Fingers crossed. So, hang on. I need someone to base Delta Zero, the Shinra building, really quick, please.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, I know I'm still in it.
The man in the lab coat. Head of R&D. We follow him.
Okay. And then we kill the son of a bitch.
Not until he's led us to Eric.
Unfortunately.
That's the plan.
Also, as far as the, don't make the same mistake twice, I'm pretty sure he was referring to Falna.
Yep, definitely.
And finally, I know I've already said this, but I just want to point out the confirmation, because if you were paying attention, President Shinra's response to that was literally, I don't care what you do as long as you get me results.
Mm-hmm.
That is why Shinra is the Gestalt of this game.
Yep.
Hojo is a worse person, really. But Shinra's just, whatever.
Yeah.
Have power and money. So it could be very strongly argued that Shinra is actually worse. Take your pick.
Walking the halls of this very building, who would have believed it? I wonder... were I to arrange a face-to-face... how I should like to meet their offspring.
Got the lips, especially.
But that can wait. First, we must have answers. A simple psychoactive agent should suffice. Nothing likely to
what a
cause
sick
any
bastard.
long-term damage.
Let's go.
Right.
And yeah, he's probably the only person who actually believes that Sephiroth is here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting. Ugh. And cares, for that matter. I'm sorry, Tesla. Yes. Put simply. As I've said 1,000 times, I really do feel like there is a possibility of using Mako energy without wasting or burning it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Hojo's voice actor and animations are both on point to show just how nuts he is.
Oh god, yeah, it's messed up. In fact, I would go so far as to say that I think Hojo is a worse person than Kefka. To use a direct comparison.
No contest.
Hojo needs to be tossed into a lava pit.
I was gonna say, Hojo's already had a lobotomy.
Some people just need to be...
So first... or perhaps instead...
Who's worse, Hojo or the FF9 Terrans? Hojo.
Yeah, the Terrans have done more, but Hojo's done worse.
Yeah. Hojo is also way more personal about it.
Mm-hmm.
The Terrans have that clinical evil going for them.
Yep.
Don't move.
I got a wrecking ball.
What is this?
A dozen bullets in your head, unless you open that door right now.
No, yeah, as I've said many times, one of the most amusing parts about Hojo is that he's a terrible scientist and frankly an idiot. And he constantly tries to talk himself up to be better than he is.
Mm-hmm.
You must be the ones who've been stirring up trouble lately. The eco-terrorists? If so, I can't imagine what business you have with me. The president's upstairs. Go on, shoot.
And that is Hojo! Right there! Oh my god.
Yep.
President's upstairs, go on, shoo. He would probably actually like that. Oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with that guy anymore. All these interruptions to my precious science. Oh my god.
Shut up. Keep walking. None of y'all better move a muscle.
Do stop pushing. Unlike you, I am less accustomed to physical violence.
You'll get used to it.
What is it that you want?
Our friend. She's in your lab.
Really?
Tell us where Aerith is.
Oh, so she's your friend. Well, well, well. In that case, yes, that might do the trick.
Mind speaking up, son?
It's nothing. Just imagining how she might react if I were to present to her your fresh corpses.
Should I bother to point out that there's other scientists just hanging out over there?
You will regret this.
That he just unleashed monsters on?
Yep.
So yeah, boss time. Time to use poison on him.
It's okay, they're interns.
I misread that at first. I thought he said Hojo wouldn't dare! Oh my god, it's an Azothian! Oh, we can move now?
Keep it together.
Alright! Watch and learn!
Oh, wrong character. Wrong character.
There!
Notice we don't even have boss music for this. This is just a remix of the regular fight music.
Hang in there! This'll help.
Oh wow, he doesn't absorb poison. Holy crap. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the meme. Boy, Byaga.
This'll hurt.
Wow, it actually hit him for 1,000. I say it's a meme. It's a much older meme, like a meme that was before the internet, basically.
Yep.
So, for those of you not aware, right before this fight in the original, the game gives you a poison materia. Nice skull. And then, you know, the most typical reaction of a lot of players in the day was to immediately equip and then start using the item you just got on the boss you fight, who absorbs poison damage.
Yeah, I did that.
Me too.
And yeah, notice we don't have Red 13 for this boss.
Mm-hmm. There's the actual boss theme. Double checking. Yep. See you around, Omega Legion. Get some good rest.
Someone said that Hojo was one of the worst villains in Epic history. I would actually say Hojo is one of the worst villains in fiction.
Yeah, he's up there.
Ignoring, you know, they toned it down for a T rating. If this was unrated, if all fiction was unrated, this would be, yeah, definitely up there.
Yeah, I have actually compared this Hojo to Mengele, but it looks like they are very deliberately pushing for that direction here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to be clear, for those of you not brushed up on your history, Mengele's science wasn't. That was the whole problem. He was a sick bastard satisfying his curiosity.
Yep, and Hojo is exactly the same here.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be clear, Titans, I don't mean worse as in, get off my screen. I mean worse as in evil.
Agreed. Let's go. Yeah, I figured we'd hit an HP barrier. I'm getting closer and closer to giving a negative for that.
Yeah.
Gotta do the cutscene. I basically just described him, Kex. I legitimately recommend you do not look it up. Yeah, Mengele was not a scientist. That was arguably one of the key points. Not just the fact that he was doing horrible things, but he was doing it just for friggin' cuz. That is the intention, Arcus. I have no idea if we'll get there or not.
You should.
Do you mind actually doing something rather than sitting there while I'm being hit? God, guys.
Man, I trained for this.
Yeah, exactly, Nero's. That is exactly what I don't like about them. It's the game cheating.
Hey, Hojo's getting away.
Frankly, if I successfully use tactics, stagger the boss properly, wait until the right moment, and then unleash all my attacks right at the right way. In other words, if I play the game correctly, think my way through, and out-strategize the boss, yes, I should be able to defeat the boss before it does a cutscene. My opinion.
Let's put it this way. In most other action RPGs and action games in general, and even in some MMOs, you can just skip phases.
Yep. Now, do I think that should be the default? No.
No, absolutely not. You should have to actively work at that. I'll be right back.
Okay. I would actually agree. The more I play this, the less I feel inclined to call it an ARPG. For good and bad.
Apologies. My dad was just saying I got a package.
It's a bomb.
No, it's much too thin for that.
It's one drugs.
I think it's actually a face mask, just in case I need to go outside.
Hey, who's that? Probably Dakota.
Aerith! Very impressive. I really must thank you for providing me such invaluable combat data.
Cocky little egghead, ain't you?
The results provided by my predictive models indicate that this force should be more than capable of
3 guys? Really?
Y'all about to learn predictable.
We're taking Aerith back.
Oh, take her back, you say? Correct me if I am wrong, but did the girl not come here of her own free will? Or do you mean to tell me that she is your personal property?
She only came here to save Marlene.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. But I really can't be bothered to explain. This facility is home to extraordinary specimens that will change the world as we...
I'm sorry, this is not a complaint, but that's so Hojo. I really can't be bothered to explain, and then I'm going to immediately explain myself, because that way I can sound smart.
Yeah, he definitely loves the sound of his own voice.
Do try to be considerate.
Okay. Why am I still...
All set.
Whatever. I'm gonna buzz.
Actually, let's go ahead and switch over to Cloud. I want to
Taking over. Going in. Gotcha. You're done. Break yourself.
Do you mind not throwing grenades at me?
That's that.
It's kind of a trigger, you know? I'm just saying. Trigger warning! Throwing grenades at me. Probably Tesla.
Let's finish this.
Hojo is not smart, let's be clear.
Yeah, I say this without hyperbole. Hojo is stupider than I am. And I would be an absolutely terrible scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, an unknown variable, perhaps. Well, no matter. Reinforcements will soon arrive.
But will they get here in time to save you from me?
Why are you a soldier?
Yeah.
No, not quite. Oh, now I recall. My memory was mistaken. My boy, you weren't a soldier.
What is this fascinating phenomenon? What's happening? Where are you taking me?
What are those things up to this time?
Cloud!
Barrett.
Got it. Stand back.
Hey! Okay, well, I'll... That sucks. Whatever.
You came for me.
Yep.
You good? I'm great.
Lightsabers? What?
I owe you one.
Save it for later.
I mean, I remember these guys. They're the Red Troops in the original. I'm with it. It's just... Lightsabers with power armor? Why don't we have that in Star Wars? Picture it. Picture it. Jedi with power armor.
But yeah, the plot ghosts banned Hojo for spoiling.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, at this point, there is no longer denying that they are trying to keep the game alongside the original story arc.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, the plot ghosts are going to keep the game adherent to the original.
Which is neither 2009 nor Slight Variants, by the way.
No, it's different.
I just point that out because that doesn't have anything to do with either of my theories I got going on. Yeah, I need to learn this still. I need to learn Chi Blade too, that's right. Or Chi, whatever it's called.
Keyblade.
Yes. The Keyblade. Hey, they even pop out and they've got the stupid form that never made sense. That makes a lot more sense now.
You're gonna hear that after the end of the game, Snicker friend.
You're up.
The real question is why? I will explain when the game is over.
That staircase better watch itself.
Aerith, you okay? Thank you. No biggie.
Yeah, I'm watching chat like a hawk, guys, so please...
Red! Bye, Red.
The hell was that thing?
We need to go. Aerith!
What the?
Come on.
What? Wrong button. I want to hit this one. Did I learn a thing? Sorry, just give me 1 second, guys. So does he still need... Okay, he's finally got Blade Beam, so he's done. And she has Chi Trap. Woo! So let's go ahead and switch over to these. Add even more materia. Yes, good, good. No, instead he just wants to breed her with the soldiers and possibly Sephiroth next time.
And there's no possibly about it.
Yeah.
All right, now go get your talking dog best friend.
Hojo, you're I want to be in a little more of a hurry. Okay. One thing that's always bothered me a little bit is in the original, Hojo just kind of gets mangled by Red for several seconds. And by several seconds, I mean like 30 seconds of normal dialogue. And then he's just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll wander out and just be totally fine. I like that sequence of events much better.
Yeah.
In fact, I should point out that I've liked the way they've presented a lot of the same ideas in the Shinra section way better than in the original.
What? You want to go?
Stop. This child's a friend.
So what the hell is it?
Alright, here it is. What voice will Red 13 have? Will it be A, deep and gravelly, B, high-pitched and hilarious, or C, secretly speaking in Sith undertones?
A fascinating
I'll explain
question.
it, John Neutrino.
Did it just talk?
You asked what it is. I am that which you see before you. Nothing more. I'd appreciate it if we simply left it at that. Agreed?
13?
Red 13. The designation given to me by Hojo.
Then you must have another name. What is it?
He got away.
So, we're gonna go get the son of a bitch.
Guys, that's Lushu. The guy who plays Red 13.
Yes, it is.
I was trying to figure out where I knew his voice from. Anywho, I suppose we should go ahead and in.
I have come for you.
Lushu, L-U-X-U. He's a character in Kingdom Hearts, Crazy Horse.
Mother, they have come again.
Oh, hold up.
Here, let me just mime putting on a wig here.
There we go.
You know, Reno, I think you might be due for some R&R.
Nah, I'm good.
What are we going to do about Sector 7?
We are going to do nothing.
Been thinking. Was all that necessary?
Had we refused, someone else would have completed the task. We have spared that someone the burden of a guilty conscience. Perhaps that will ease yours.
Yeah, nope.
Let's try another tack then. They were a sacrifice to balance the scales.
Say what?
After everything we'd taken from the planet, we were due to give something back.
Do you actually believe that?
Does it matter? Yes, understood. The VP needs us.
That's actually interesting that both Reno and Root are clearly still bothered by it, and have been for some time. And Sung is, of course, complete cold fish about the whole thing.
Cloud.
Oh, thank goodness. You're awake.
You okay?
Yeah. Where are we?
Where I lived when I was still a child.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest a little longer.
And I believe that's the last weapon in this game. Period. Like, of all of them.
I wouldn't know. I would assume so.
Conjure a magical ward. Allies who use ATB within it regain partial ATB from your gauge. Interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Apparently there's one more for Cloud. Oh, you're right. We didn't get Cloud's weapon in here. You're right. Oh, yeah, and I suppose I didn't get the steel one, but that's not really what I meant anyways.
I don't want you to push yourself. We're all worried.
Yeah, but I want to explain myself to you.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest
My
a
mom
little
and I
longer.
stayed here years ago when I was just a little girl. The room looks exactly the same. Every morning, they'd come and take my mom away. I remember crying here alone.
Aerith, before we break out of here, talk to us. There's so much we don't know.
I'm a descendant of the ancients. That's pretty much it, really. Oh, but just so you know, that's not their actual name. They called themselves the Cetra.
We who were born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape. Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise.
You know it.
Yeah, well, honestly, I thought that part was just a fairy tale.
Shinra thinks it's true. They've been searching for the Promised Land for a long time.
And they must think you can lead them to it. Can you?
Nope. Someday, maybe, I'll find it in me. But now, not even if I wanted to.
Even if you could, that land belongs to the... to you and your people. Shinra's after it because they believe it's rich in Mako.
Dedication will
Mako
be
they've got no
rewarded.
right to claim. But they'll try to take it anyway, won't they? Greedy bastards will never stop. Okay, new plan. Y'all take Aerith and get the hell out of here. Me, I'm gonna go bust some Shinra heads.
Barrett, wait. You can't do that.
Oh, great. These assholes again. Probably some Shinra science experiment.
Whispers. Perhaps best described as arbiters of fate. They are drawn to those who attempt to alter destiny's course and ensure they do not.
Like capital D? Destiny?
The flow of the great river that is the planet, from inception to oblivion.
And you're saying that that flow is somehow fixed?
Yes, for it is the will of the planet itself.
So if we're destined for a bleak future, these Whispers will try to keep us on that course? Now wait just a damn minute. How in the hell can you possibly know any of that? Spouting that cryptic stuff, which could all be bullshit. Ain't you a Shinra lab rat or dog?
I'm not a rat dog. When Aerith reached out to me, I found this knowledge of the Whispers.
Listen to me. Please.
Aerith.
The Shinra Electric Power Company isn't the real enemy. It started with them, sure, but I promise you, there's a much bigger threat. I just want to do everything in my power to help. All of you. And the planet.
Aerith, what are you not telling us?
I'm lost in a maze, and every step is taking me further from the path. Every time the Whispers touch me, I lose something, a part of myself. Follow them, the yellow flowers.
It's okay. We'll find a way out together.
Okay.
Weird.
I think this is taking place of the imprisoned cutscene. I could be wrong.
Correct.
Because the way it's structured.
Aha! There you are.
Also,
What are you
I'll wait.
Go ahead.
No, I'll wait.
doing, man?
Hey guys, long time no see!
Wedge?
You're here?
You shouldn't be up and moving.
I'm feeling much better thanks to Elmira's cooking. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Listen, any moment now...
What was that? An explosion?
HQ's running the show this time. They're raising hell to try and flush out the president.
This complicates matters. That explosion just now put the whole building on high alert.
So now we're trapped in here?
No need to panic, little lady. See? You can still move freely within Hojo's laboratory.
Find a way to the roof. An avalanche chopper will come to extract you.
HQ's bailing us out? I doubt it. Not after all the shit we've pulled.
I asked them really nicely. Like super duper nicely.
Thanks, Wedge.
Just get to the roof, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's probably doing terribly right now.
Mm-hmm. He's putting on a show.
I didn't ask him to do any of that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he did.
I'm gonna still chew him out for it later.
And that's a good break time.
Suppose I'll explain later.